Yo,
Yo,
what's
yo,
going
yo.
on?
What's happening?
You know what? I'm I've been a busy little beast since last Thursday.
I know, stepping solely into the adulthood stage of your life, fixing water heaters? What the heck?
You
Man,
know, and
it's almost like you're following in my footsteps.
don't say that. I don't want to be fixing water heaters for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you know what? If you can fix your own, that saves you money, right?
You know what? You got to spend money to make money, but saving money is always good too.
You
So
know,
uh
but
so what you been up to?
I worked.
I really haven't talked to you much this week.
Uh, I got. We're still working on several projects at work. My boss is getting ready to go to Mexico on vacation, so I'm prepping for that. So next week is going to be rough. Because I've just got extra on my plate. But other than that, I'm excited about some sports conversation today. And
Oh yeah. There's I wouldn't say there's a lot, but I think sorry, I'm fixing my camera right now because it's blurry. I wouldn't say every day is a bad day, but I feel like every day there's something worth talking about. And I've got a couple things. I do want to get back into the NFL schedules because we only talked about your top 10 list basically last week because our last time we were here because we were on a time constraint.
so
But
so
I
why
mean,
don't
I kind of want to jump and skip that and then come back to it. Uh, I just want to jump over to baseball real quick. Since baseball is what's going on right now. And this isn't even about the Cincinnati Reds. Did you see that Albert Pujols got picked up by the freaking Dodgers, dude?
that's a a strange change of events.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the biggest breaking news title I've seen this week, but it's just one that I've been thinking about all week. One, I'm not surprised because the Dodgers have an endless supply of money. Like, out of all the teams, they have an endless supply of money, but, you know, I don't know too much, and maybe there's a connection there that maybe someone else knows about that I don't, but I just thought, I mean, they didn't put him on a contract or anything. They just picked him up for the rest of the season. But, that doesn't mean he won't be there next year unless he, chooses to retire. But I just feel like there's a record he's chasing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't. As far as baseball sense, it makes none to me because they're a very deep team right now, and maybe and I'm not. I really don't have any definitive thoughts other than I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time. But Albert Pujols is one of the better, sluggers for his time. I mean, I think that he may be able to fill a gap. He might be able to, be a part-time player, but they have to kick somebody off that 40-man roster to have him. So I wonder who they let go. I don't usually keep up with West Coast sports, but obviously,
I mean,
it's a win for him because he's on the roster now, and if they win another World Series, he gets a ring, and that might be the reason they're there.
I mean, that might have been the reason on his side, but I don't know the reason on their side.
I can't. Usually, I can come up with a scenario in my head right away.
And yeah, so that's why I wanted to bring that up because I've been thinking about it. It's been a couple days now since it happened, and it might have been before our last stream, but I just I was ready to talk about football. It's been a while since we had good content, but I just been thinking about it all week, and it doesn't really make that much sense to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. You've got my brain turning. I've lost all train of thought because now I'm like, why?
Yeah, why did the Dodgers want Pujols? I don't know the exact number of teams in the league, but there's a good number of them, probably over 30, right?
32?
I know NFL is 32, but I wasn't sure exactly. There's they're in teams or groups of 5. And there's at least 4 in each side, right? So that's 40.
No.
Four groups of 5.
There's 3 on each side, right?
If there's 3, then that's 30.
the East, the Central, and the West on both sides.
Hang on, let me just pull it up, and so we don't have to sit here and think too hard about how many baseball teams we have. Because I know there's 5 in each division, I guess. And I know there's at least 3, but for some reason I was thinking there was 4. All right, how many Major League Baseball teams? My internet on my phone, the internet at my house is not great, so it's going to take me a year.
I think there's 3 divisions in each, the East, the Central, and the West, and then there's 5 in each.
Yep, there's 30. All right, anyway, out of 30 teams, obviously the Angels let him go, so that's one team he's probably not going to be at. I'm still would be surprised if he didn't go back to his OG team, I just thought that was the direction. I thought, that was the story everyone wanted. And, there's still time for that story. He's signed till the end of the season. Hey, what's up, Shelby? I'm glad that you are here now. I know she was testing out our new water heater.
Testing it out.
But that story is still yet to be determined if we'll get the one that we want, to go back to your team and retire with them.
Well, and that still may be the end game, but
that's what I'm saying. That's still an option. But out of all the teams, they don't have to give him a big contract. So that means he doesn't have to go to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think they can sign him for a league minimum. Is what they. I don't know as much about baseball contracts, but I know that if he got released by the Angels, I think they owe him the rest of his contract.
Yeah, and they picked up for the end of the season whatever he was making, like what, $30 million a year.
So he gets paid whatever. I think they have to pay him league minimum. Or something like that, or maybe they don't pay him at all. I don't know. I'll have to.
Hey, what's up, Colin?
What's up, bro? But anyway, it's pretty. It's definitely pretty good on his part that says that somebody thinks that in some way he has a value, and it's yet to be seen what that value is.
Yeah, I think so too. And if you look at his last couple years, they weren't great. When you think of Albert Pujols, you think of hitting however many home runs in a year, doing crazy shit, breaking records, being a Hall of Famer in the making. But these last couple years weren't like like his best years. I'm not saying that he's dying out, but it comes a point in time you either keep going, getting better, or you start declining. And I'm not saying he's done, but there's a good chance he doesn't have that many years left.
Oh yeah, I think he's done. I just think that I just know that there's got to be some motive by the signing, and maybe because it doesn't cost him anything. Maybe they're using him to challenge a player that's on their current roster that is not performing.
I was going to say, I think this might be kind of like what we keep talking about in the NFL, and the most recent one was Tim Tebow to the Jags. He's going to be a tight end, but I don't think he's there because he wants to be a tight end. I think he's there because, look, Urban Meyer got this number 1 pick. He got Trevor Lawrence. That kid's not, he's going to be starter week 1, but he is not NFL ready yet. I just don't believe it. And I think Tebow is the guy that's going to be in his ear every game, coaching him. He's a quarterback coach for Trevor Lawrence. That's what he's there for.
He's a personal groomer.
Well, we don't need to talk about personal groomers in the NFL right now.
Oh, you know what? And that's funny. And in one sentence there, you mentioned, 2 of the most hotly debated topics of the beginning of this week in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by it. I think Tebow could make or break the fact that I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a bust. Him coming in there to coach him, I think it changes everything. I
think that there's nothing. What's up, Ian, brother? How you doing, my friend? I think there's nothing but good that comes out of him at
Tebow
least
being there, yeah.
being in the locker room right now. And I know it's got people a little pissy down there. I know they're a little stirred up over it because they don't
Yeah,
think,
because of Colin Kaepernick, dude. They just have to find a way to bring his name back up, you know? Like, I'm not getting into it because I don't give a shit. Like, let's be real. I don't give a fuck. Like, I hate Colin Kaepernick. I don't even think he was that great of a quarterback, so he shouldn't be whining that he doesn't get a job, you know? Like, whatever.
Maybe Colin Kaepernick should try to play tight end.
I got into a heated argument on why Tebow has a job over Kaepernick. I think Tebow's more deserving of a job than Kaepernick. You know, he's not a little whiny crybaby. He just got replaced by Peyton Manning. Can you know, like that? Peyton Manning is basically the reason he got out of the NFL. And I mean, if anybody could take your job, that's the guy you wanted to.
Yeah, you know, and the whole Rex Ryan thing. Rex Ryan is the one that screwed Tebow over.
I mean, yeah, let's, once you get him out of Denver. But, he would have, if Peyton wasn't going to come to Denver, he probably would have been there for a long time.
Look at Peyton coming into Denver. So, wow, Tim Tebow took us to the playoffs, went 7-4 as a starter. Yeah, I'm in. If Tebow can win 7 games and take us to the playoff, win a playoff game against Pittsburgh, I'm in.
I think against Pittsburgh, like I brought this up last time, I think that's the biggest part of it. He won a playoff game against Pittsburgh. And, I don't like Pittsburgh, and they got good years, they got bad years, but like beating them in the playoffs is an accomplishment. And I will say bravo to anybody who does it. They've been to the Super Bowl almost as many times as Brady in this era. So, like that's an accomplishment. But you know what? If Peyton Manning becomes a free agent, I'm surprised all 31 other teams didn't come after him. So there's no shock there that someone's going to fight to have him no matter who you got.
Yeah, and back to Ian's statement there.
Oh, yeah, right here. He's not as professional, and that's why I don't like him. Look, he's a good backup quarterback. You know what? If someone wants to give him a job to sit behind somebody, go for it. But he's cancer in the locker room. Like, he's whiny. He opens his mouth and he just doesn't close it. And that's why I don't like him. It's nothing about what he believes in. It's nothing about the color of his skin. It's nothing about his story. It's because he doesn't shut up. That's the same reason I don't like Aaron Rodgers.
At the same time, if he would have just stepped aside, shut his mouth on the field, played his game, and saved his whatever you want to call it, political rant for another format, another venue, and not made it look like he was disrespecting the flag. You know what? We got people in this country that don't love this country are absolutely wrong. This country is well deserving of love, and I think things like that are disrespectful. I understand protesting. I get it, but there's a time and a place, and in your place of business is not the time or the place for that.
This is what I've been screaming to the world. Politics does not belong in sports. Period. Like, if you want to use your platform when you're not doing your job on the field and go say whatever you want to say out there, go ahead. But when you step foot inside that stadium or in that dome or that venue, whatever it is,
it's business.
Shut your mouth. You're working. That's your job. You're an entertainer and you play sports, football, basketball, baseball, like all of it. Look, I love people who use their platform for good. The NBA is doing a great job. Like, I'm saying the NBA because it's the most relevant right now for the whole social justice thing. I love that. Good for them. They're doing it the right way. But they don't come out and cry on the field or on the court about it. Take their opinions outside.
And the NBA as a whole came up with a plan to acknowledge, what they think and what they're going to stand by as a collective group. It's not one individual trying to steal the spotlight.
That's what I'm saying right here. What Ian said, he should have took it to social media, not to the football field. And that's it. That's why I don't like to talk about it, because that's as simple as it is. Like, that's all it had to be, but he had to make it more. And then Colin says right here, look what happened to him after the politics. He had teams ready to watch out, and then he crapped on him. He's an attention whore, Exactly. That's him. And it's just like, there's a lot of athletes like that. And like, that's why I'm like, plain and simple, keep politics out of sports. Whatever you do in your free time, perfectly fine. I don't care. Just, don't do bad things, but say what you want. Say your opinion out there.
That's like the same reason why we don't discuss our work in here technically. I mean, we don't discuss how mad we are at work or how unfair our jobs can be. We come in here and we're trying to do something on a different level.
Yeah,
And
you treat this like a job because it's not a job. I mean, it's just fun for us, but like it's the equivalent to a job, like
but it's the same principle and perspective. You come in here, you talk about what you're meant to talk about, and that's enough said. I mean, really.
yeah, I mean, I refuse to sit and talk about politics on this channel ever. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if me and you right now have the complete opposite views. I do not care. Sports is what brings everyone together. It's like sports and music bring the world together, and people are trying to ruin it by putting everyone else's opinions involved, and I don't like it.
Right on. So where are we going next? I mean, because we kind of jumped over to football for a minute. Do you want to stay on the baseball topic for a few minutes?
Well, we don't have to stay completely on baseball, but I do kind of want to talk about the last few weeks in the Reds eventually. But, about 5 minutes ago, San Francisco has started their game in Cincinnati. We got Sonny Gray on the mound. All I want, win or lose this series, the amount of improvement I want from this series is, it's going to help them being at home, is for them to be able to hit against the San Francisco pitchers. I don't care if they win, but if they could get at least, 5 to 10 hits a game, just because that was their problem when they went over there. They couldn't hit anything. Not one thing.
So I know that I'm gonna hit you with a little enlightenment real quick, and you may know it and you may not, but your area of what I call expertise is the NFL. I know that you know everything that you need to know about the NFL. When we start discussing it, you already have an opinion. However, 3 of the 4 starting pitchers this week for San Francisco are all former Reds. Anthony DeSclafani,
I love him.
Kevin Gausman, and Johnny Cueto. They all 3. So
yeah, I knew about Cueto and DeSclafani. Like, I did know that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know who was pitching this week for San Francisco. So I didn't look that far ahead.
So I think Kevin Gausman's on the mound tonight against.
No, it's Logan Webb.
Oh, it must be tomorrow. Okay, so it's the last 3 games of the series. But so there you go. It's going to be former Reds against the Reds. And them guys are all going to be motivated to be the first time that DeSclafani's been back to Cincinnati. And you know what? I think they should have kept him and gave him a contract as opposed to the guy from Colorado.
Yeah. I don't like Hoffman. He did okay last night for the first half, and then, things happened, whatever. But that was the first game he's pitched this year that has been worth anything.
DeSclafani is a legitimate number 1 pitcher for a rotation at his best. He's already proven it this year. His ERA and his win-loss record are top notch. But I just thought that was a really cool thing going into the game tonight. And, the last – this whole road trip ended up being a winning road trip. They were above 500.
Which was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm happy.
And it didn't look like it was going to be there. The first 2 games they crapped out, and Colorado, got beat to death.
They really rallied hard at the end.
In every game, but they did get the win. The win last night was very unorthodox. It was very weird.
That one was weird, and the night before was like one of the better games. It was like I was so excited to see what was going to happen next, just like when we played the Cubs and there was 26 runs scored in that game. We went into like the 12th inning, and Nick hit that little chip shot right over every Cub, and but it was 12-12 at that point, 13-13, whatever. That was the last time I've been that excited about an ending of a game.
But, and that was one of my comments earlier that we didn't get a chance to talk about pre-show was how exciting is it to watch this Reds team? How exciting, it's baseball is exciting again right now because guess what? June 2nd in Cincinnati, they can go full capacity in the stadium again. They're going to be able to have everybody back, full crowds in there. I know they're not going to sell out, but man, going forward, that's going to be really good.
So, I mean, the way that they're already playing well at home, to have, a couple thousand more people in there, all excited, everything, I think it's gonna be awesome. The June 2nd, they're opening up. The only thing that means for us is we need to get some tickets.
Did did you see any of the home opener for FC Cincinnati? That at least the highlights on how they opened the stadium and how cool it was.
I mean, I don't like FC Cincinnati, but I did check it out.
I want to see the new stadium. I really do because I mean,
Yeah, I've been following it just for like the stadium itself. And so in like 2026, I want to say, I don't want to be wrong there, but in that area, the World Cup's coming to the United States, and Cincinnati is one of the cities hosting.
yeah.
So that's freaking sweet.
But yeah, so the Reds have been exciting to watch. They're back on a homestand again. Hopefully, they can build some momentum
Oh man,
going forward.
if we can take this home stand, I don't think we'll win all 4 games against the Giants. I just don't think so because like they destroyed us over there. We still were hitting home runs and we still couldn't do anything. But as long as we can improve from how we did when we were there, that's all I care about at this point in time. I want to at least take 2 games. We got Sonny on the mound. Hopefully, they can hold him for 6 or 7 innings. Which would be awesome. Well, I spoke too soon. It's 2-0 now.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
But I just think it's possible to win two games here at least and keep us above water, keep us above the Cubs. At the end of the day, who cares about Pittsburgh? But as long as we're above the Cubs, that's what matters. And that's all I really want is progression. For some of these pitchers, some of these relief pitchers, just progression. I want Shogo to keep playing. I don't know if anybody here knows this, but TikTok hates Shogo, and I cannot figure out why. I keep posting clips of him, but if I post a clip of him and then I post another clip of someone else, no one watches the Shogo clip. And I don't think anyone understands how important Shogo Akiyama is to the Cincinnati Reds team. He is probably by far one of the best players in terms of getting on base, getting RBIs, and he's an amazing outfielder.
Yeah, I mean, just he's a different style of outfielder. What we got right now is 3 guys out there that play just about every day. Senzel's kind of almost the same kind of player. He tries to be a power hitter, but you got to have that on-base guy, that guy that's willing to take a walk, chop one in the infield for a hit, and he's fast.
Dude, there's nothing I don't like about him. He just makes me happy every time I see him on the starting rotation, like that. It's like, dude, that's Shogo. He's badass. Why is everyone hate him? Like, I don't get it because he's awesome.
Stop Asian hate, bro.
Stop Asian hate, dude. Like, Shogo is one of the better players on that roster, and we have a pretty elite team that we're building up.
And nobody really recognizes how good he is. So, I mean, that being said, going forward, he's an outstanding player. I hope they continue to give him shots to play. I was getting ready to look at the lineup here, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I was really curious if he's in the lineup today.
I mean, I can tell you real quick.
Yeah, because I'm on the wrong page. There it is.
I got you. Let's go to Cincinnati. I'm on the wrong account.
I got it. He is not in the lineup today.
Nope, we got Winker, Senzel, Castellanos, Naquin, Suarez, Farmer, Tucker, India, and Sonny.
Did they take one of those runs off? Because I'm showing it now back at 1.
It might have been 2 hits. Sometimes mine does that and changes.
Mine showed 2 runs. It showed 2 people scored, but it showed.
It might have been a challenged play or something.
Yeah,
but
we're not watching the game.
I don't know. Did you see? It was a couple hours ago that the Reds added Michael Feliz, a right-handed pitcher, to their roster.
Yeah, I knew that it was. I saw something about it coming. I don't know who they let go of or how that happened, but I knew that there was going to be.
I know the thing is like these roster changes they've been having and everything. So there's been a couple guys been hurt, like Votto and Shogo was out for a while. Moose was sick, and so what they're doing is adding people and replacing, the people who are on the longer term outs. So this, we might have this new guy today, but in like 3 or 4 weeks when Joey comes back, one of those guys will get slipped down and back off.
Yeah, I mean, they can make us. They can make roster moves. So it's really they're probably just playing for the short term.
Yeah, I think it's all short term, and it's not a bad idea to keep bringing in new relievers because our bullpen it's finally warming up. We're actually getting better. I don't care what anybody says.
Now you just get the starters to roll in.
Yeah, we got TJ Antone. And then what's his name's about to be off of his suspension. Amir
He pitched
Garrett.
yesterday.
He did pitch yesterday.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch the ending of it.
The suspension got lowered to 5. It was supposed to be 7. He did pitch yesterday, and they had a little press conference. And I think they basically told him that he needs to learn to shut his mouth a little bit. Because guess who he's a lot like? He's a lot like Kaepernick. And I know you don't want to hear that, and nobody really wants to hear that, but he's the same kind of guy. But he's very high-strung and emotional. As long as he channels that emotion in the right way instead of provoking other players,
I didn't see that situation as provoking, honestly.
Well, but there was history. So
I mean, yeah, but I don't think he was trying to clear the benches. He was just all jacked up. He's a weirdo. He talks to himself all the time.
I know, but it may not have been a provoking incident in his mind or in the way you look at it, but you can tell when you're looking at somebody saying, I'm bad, I'm the man, that they're going to take it as such. Because
I mean, it was the same thing with Nick, dude. He said, let's fucking go. And I'm like, I don't care. He did get in his face, and I feel like he was, not provoking him. He was just so jacked up. The dude, hit him with a pitch. He was allowed to be. Baseball's kind of dumb for that.
Oh, wow. And I never made that video because I've been keyed up on other stuff, but I've got some of it done, but I was making a video about that exact thing about rules. And I know that sounds boring as hell, but it's not. There's a real topic there. And I know that you really, and because we really didn't get too far into it, but I want to hear your takes on the schedule, because last week we talked about some of my takes of what I thought was some of the key games that I thought, that was really good to look at on there. I want to know what you think. If you want to start it with a week, or if you got a game that you want to talk about, I want you to go now.
Hang on. I emailed a picture that had every single game on it, and I just forgot to pull it up before the stream.
I got a little schedule for each week that I'm looking at week 1 right now. So I got all the games for week 1 brought up.
No, I got it's just a grid. It has every single game on it. Which one's Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night, the London games. I just gotta pull it up. I got a cat hair in my mouth. Dude. Sick of that cat, man. He's awesome though. Yeah, I'll have that pulled up just 1 second.
You want to hear something?
Yeah.
Week 1 games, and this is something that I don't think anybody ever talks about, right? They talk about the games, the matchups, and whatnot. What do you think in week 1 has the highest ticket price of games that are still out there right now?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like that Dallas Buccaneers game is going to be pretty close, especially with Dak Prescott coming back.
Let us see. Where's the Dallas Tampa Bay game? Yeah, that is very high on the list. Actually, it is second highest for what you can buy a ticket for right now. But by a long shot, without a doubt, I'm
not looking at the games right now, so I can't remember all of them. But
yeah, but that's a pretty good guess. I mean, granted, but that by more than $500, the highest ticket price on opening weekend is the Monday night game with Baltimore at Vegas, which is actually a shit game. But I guess that's the first time state fans have been in that stadium, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I mean, I guess that's
probably, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that probably had a lot to do with it. You know how Raiders fans are, man. They're they'll go anywhere.
But the minimum price for a ticket right now is $8.49.
Yeah, she's right here. I'm not surprised just because of the stadium. Yeah, those fans no one is more loyal than Raiders fans. I'm just going to say Raiders because they moved so many times. And then Cleveland Brown fans. Like those two teams, they got the most loyal fan base that dates back to the beginning of their team. And so, yeah. plus Lamar. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, he was MVP like just a year and a half ago. So
Okay. Just had to get that in there, didn't you, Colin?
he had to squeak it in. He's like, oh, we're talking about Baltimore already.
Oh,
Well, yeah, here we go. This is probably a good point too. It's a brand new stadium. It's the newest stadium other than, like the Chargers to be this year. And the Chargers and Rams didn't let any fans in their stadium last year either. So I guarantee theirs are going to go up there, especially with their rookie quarterback from last year doing what he's doing. The Rams got Matt Stafford and they got a hell of a defense. I bet those tickets will be fairly well too.
a Rams ticket on the 8 o'clock game on Sunday night. The minimum
they play the
price
Bears.
is $165.
That's not bad.
That is not bad.
That's that's fairly close to what we paid for the Cincinnati KC game.
Right on.
Dude, for some reason I'm just gonna pull it up on my phone, I guess. Oh, as soon as I said that, it loaded.
Okay, because I was trying to make conversation until you got to your point. So,
well, all I was trying to do is find this picture so I could just look at every schedule all together. All right. So week 1, we got Arizona at Tennessee. I think, Arizona's going to just destroy that game, honestly. Atlanta at Philly, don't care. I mean, I'm probably going to watch a lot of Atlanta games this year because Kyle Pitts, dude. I want to see him be a star. Like, I don't care. I didn't care what team he went to. I wanted to see him be a star.
I would like to see him get to play one season with Julio, even though we know that's not going to happen.
He might, Julio might be talking to that kid right now. We don't know what's going on. Nothing's been said yet. So, okay. So I'm going to just read through these real quick and tell you, maybe my top 5 games for week 1. Don't care about Tampa Bay and Dallas. I hope Dallas comes back. I'm pretty sure they're favored as underdogs. I hope they come back and win that game. I don't want that to set a tone for Dallas Cowboys being good because how their fans go. But I really want that to happen. I don't think it will. I don't think they're going to be competitive for a couple of years because of these big contracts, but they drafted some pretty good rookies for their defense. Let's see. Cleveland at Kansas City is obviously my number 1 game for week 1. This game's got me on edge. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a good point, too. They've got an elite offense. They just picked up Rondale Moore to add to their wide receiver list. They're my NFC favorites. I'm going to put some information together in the next couple weeks, and we're going to do a draft predictions video for the season.
I can't believe we're in agreement pretty much. We're in pretty much total agreement about the NFC this year. And how many times have you and I ever agreed about football totally?
Never. Dude, never. Seriously. You're always like, yeah, that's, it's just like me. I was like, Josh Allen's going to be a stud. And you were just like, nah, he's got too much to learn and too much to grow. And then he came out and he was my pick for MVP this season. And, no one beats Aaron Rodgers when it comes down to it. But, what he did with that Buffalo team, I think he deserved it last year. So he is my MVP for the 2020 season. So whatever. And you straight up shot me down. Like, you shot me down as far down as I could go. And you were like, that'll never happen. He's got good 2 more years before he's worth anything. And if he doesn't grow in those 2 years, then he's going to be a bust. And you were just like talking me down. And I was like, Dad, Josh Allen is going to be a starter. I drafted him my first pick in my fantasy. He carried me through my fantasy season this year.
I did think his progression was going to take longer. His off-season works had to be fantastic.
Man, I love Josh Allen, dude. Like, and then they gave him Stephon Diggs. He's got Cole Beasley. He's got Devin Singletary, Zach Moss. Like, everything just was lining up for him to be good.
No, I think coaching there is fantastic. By the way, Sean McDermott
is the man, dude. He's like Kevin Stefanski and Sean McDermott are like my favorite coaches from last season. Like what they did with their teams. Other than Andy Reid, of course, and Zach Taylor can go, whatever. I don't care about him. But so another game that I am excited about week 1 is that Sunday night game, the Rams at Chicago or at the Rams. Yeah. It's the first game that they're having fans. It's a Sunday night game. Chicago's coming to town. Chicago fans hate Andy Dalton, dude. Justin Fields isn't playing. We know that. We're in agreement. It's going to be at least 6 weeks. He's not playing unless, both of their veteran quarterbacks get killed, which is also possible.
And we were just talking about this, and I was just reading. Do you think that the pressure that they're putting pressure on Matt Nagy to
play Justin Fields? Yeah.
Game 1. And I don't know, but I think that's a mistake.
Oh, 100%. And look, they did an interview with Justin Fields, and he knows he's not going to be the week 1 starter. He's not ready. It's not that he said he was not ready, but he made it clear that it's going to take some time, but he's willing to put in the work.
Oh, and about something like that, as far as going ahead, I definitely got a statement for if we have a minute for a quick discussion. If you want to do it now, it'd be a good time.
Yeah. Let me finish going through week 1 real quick, and then we'll jump right into that.
Sweet.
The Chargers at Washington. That one's pretty high up there on my list of week 1 games for sure. I hope he stands his ground and doesn't start him. Yeah, agreed. 100%. I'm kind of, since it's going to be the only game of the day, the Baltimore-Vegas game, I'm going to watch it. I watch most Raiders games if the Chiefs aren't playing because I hate them. But, I low-key hope the Raiders come out on top on this one. They're going to have a bad season. So I'll give them having one good week at week 1. I'll be fine with that. Miami at New England, I think this is just going to be very interesting. Every AFC divisional game or AFC East divisional game, I'm going to be watching. Tennessee at Arizona. I said that. The Jets at Carolina. Sam Darnold versus the Jets. That's probably a decent moneymaker,
You know what? Just looking at the schedule and seeing all the games that are on here, the first thing that comes to my mind is the NFL are dicks because they make drama week 1. They make interesting storylines, right? Yo, what's up, JP?
What up, JP? Green Bay at New Orleans. I've seen a lot of people talking about this game. They think, irregardless of what happens in their quarterback situation, they win week 1. I disagree. If they start Jordan Love, he's technically, this is his rookie season. If he plays, it's not his rookie year, but it's his rookie season, his first year as a starter. If he plays, they've got a decent team, but I don't think they're going to beat the Saints. The Saints have had these 2 quarterbacks that they have in their locker room for a couple of years now. They've already had playtime together. They've got it figured out. There's no way Saints don't take that game week 1.
You know what? And all things considered, I know we're both not Aaron Rodgers fans, but Aaron Rodgers is the reason that offense goes. He really
100%. Yeah. It's just like calling Kaepernick, but Aaron Rodgers is obviously more talented than Kaepernick. But the reason I don't like Rodgers is his mouth and his attitude. Like that's it. He's very good.
What's up, Benzo?
What's going on, Benzo?
Man,
Thanks
I tell you what, the gold prospectors in the house tonight, man. Check them out.
For sure. Everyone loves gold, dude.
I know, right? But yeah, back to that. Keep going through the schedule. I got a couple things I want to come back to.
I think I made it through every game except for the one team we always talk about. I haven't brought up yet is Minnesota at Cincinnati. I think everyone's going to look at this and be like, the diehard Cincinnati fans who think they're going to go 17-0 this year, and then the people on Minnesota side thinking they're going to come through and run a train. I think this is going to be one of the most equally matched games Cincinnati plays this year. Honestly. 100%.
I think that's fair because I think those 2 teams are probably going to finish around the same record this year.
100%. I think they're very equally matched. I mean, I get they got JJ and Dalvin Cook over there. Their defense isn't great, and Kirk Cousins is like whatever. I don't love him. I don't hate him. I like him more than Ryan Tannehill, but no less than. I just don't hate him. I hate Ryan Tannehill. Like his face just makes me mad. Like it makes my face this color every time I look at him. But I like Kirk Cousins more than that, even though he's also got a dumb face. But I think it's an equally matched team. Big Joey B hopefully will be back. They'll have played 3 preseason games. I know they play Washington and Tampa Bay comes to Cincinnati, and then one other team. I don't remember who it was.
It's usually Indianapolis.
I don't think so this year.
Oh, really? That's different.
Yeah, so I know Washington and Tampa Bay both come for preseason. I don't remember who the other team is right now. They'll have a couple games where I bet like players like Chase and some of their defensive players will play these preseason games, get warmed up, and then they'll bring Burrow in.
Don't freeze up.
Sorry, my thing froze for just a second. But there's no way that Burrow plays any preseason games. It's not going to happen.
I think he's going to play like one series. I think he'll come out there to test his mobility.
I think the third final game, yeah. Or the second one.
Game one, I don't think he plays any. Game 2, I think he plays maybe a couple series. In game 3, one series or none. I mean, I think that his recovery, I think they're pretty confident in it. If his practice goes well, then I don't think that's ever an issue. So
I got to hear what you got to say. I know you're ready.
Okay, so let's talk about the biggest dick move in the NFL, and I want you to tell me what you think it's for. So, Juwan, the right tackle for Denver, Juwan Jones or James, I can't remember his name, they released him today. And then they basically, for a non-practice injury, he tried to do what the players' agreement, wanted and didn't practice at the facility. He gets hurt, and then they just cut him. And so he's got a torn ACL. He's looking to not get paid. It's a dick move for Denver. But what do you think they're trying to free up that $15 million for this season?
Aaron Rodgers, dude, 100%. Like, they got to have money to pay him because that's all it is with Aaron Rodgers. He says he came out a couple weeks ago and said it's not about the money because, they were throwing big numbers at him in Green Bay. He's like, it's not about the money. Yeah, but if he goes anywhere else, he's not going to take a pay cut either.
No.
It's still about the money.
When you go to fucking figure out anything in life, money is one of the top 2 reasons for anybody does anything ever. So I'm going to roll that into where did it go?
Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to free up money. Denver has all eyes on Rodgers. They literally came out and said, we did not draft a quarterback because we wanted Aaron Rodgers. And so, they could have drafted, they could have, not every quarterback, but they could have at least attempted to trade up or done something. But they're all in on getting Rodgers. Elway wants him.
I think that's what that boiled down to. I don't think they would have normally done that to that player under circumstances.
I mean, $15 million is a lot of money, though. Like, let's be real, for a tackle.
That didn't only play 3 games last year and made 17. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it doesn't work out with Rodgers, I could see them coming back and giving him a new contract that's for less. I really, truly could see that.
I really want to see it play out, but everything is trending towards Aaron Rodgers being in Denver. With that being said, and we talked. You basically brought it up, and this story I read earlier today, and I was taken by it, not because of who it is and who he's after, but they're talking about Kellen Mond at Minnesota. Kellen Mond has openly come out and says, "Hey, I've been watching Kirk Cousins' film. I've been studying him. I'm trying to mimic his footwork, his motions. I want to be a good quarterback. I know my time may not be for a few years, but I want to learn under this guy. I want to learn from this guy, and I want to be a good professional." How many times does a guy come into the NFL and make all the right statements like that? I just think that situation for as far as a futures quarterback is pretty good. And got Kirk Cousins at the same time is basically willingly taking him under his wing, knowing that he's going to be his replacement. How often does that happen in the NFL in this day and age? People are job scared. They don't generally try to help each other, but it seems like that situation, and maybe it's because of Mike Zimmer being the head coach, but it seems like that situation is a favorable one for having a true backup drafted in the 3rd round.
So my thought process on this is Kirk Cousins has to know he's not great. Like he might think he's good, but he has to know that he's not great. And they gave him that huge contract just a year or two ago. And of course, he signed that as fast as he could before they changed their mind. So yeah, he's definitely going to be willing to take this kid under his wing because he knows he does not deserve the money he's getting. I really feel like he has no reason to argue. He has no reason to complain about it. He knows he's still got a job because he's still got a couple years on his contract. He's still got a job for a couple years, and he can prove himself to be able to keep that, or he can do what he's been doing and, give up his job to this kid and go be a backup somewhere or be a starter for a team that desperately needs a quarterback in a couple years.
I just liked reading the story because it was
Oh
actually
yeah, it's very interesting because like when we were going through the draft and like the day that Kellen Mond got picked to go to Minnesota, I started looking into this guy and I was like, he's already a lot like Kirk Cousins in college.
yeah.
And it's like he idolized him in college, and that's what made his gameplay how he played. And he did well in college because of that. Like it was all a little weird, but it all came together. So I like this story. I like this story. It's not like Aaron Rodgers getting hammered when they drafted Jordan Love off some tequila and had a really rough night. This was a happy story, and Mike Zimmer's awesome. And everything, I feel like he talked to Kirk Cousins. Like that, I think that's the biggest point of this is he actually spoke to him before he went and drafted a quarterback. Communication is so important. And that's why a lot of these veterans are having issues now.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like on draft day, everything's a big secret. But you know what? You have plans. You know what? Granted, I'm not a fan of this whole fucking Aaron Rodgers thing, but I do think that he deserves some respect in that, hey, we're going to draft Jordan Love. We're going to trade up to take him. Maybe they knew he would blow up. They didn't want to tell him, but he deserved to be told. I don't think he necessarily deserves an opinion on who they draft being a star quarterback, but he should have that right to know that. I think Green Bay fucked him over, and I think it'll be a great separation when it's done.
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say on that we haven't already covered in the last few weeks, but yeah, I agree completely.
Hang on a second. JP, I actually wish she could, but she works every Saturday, and man, I would love to bring her. I will. If we go next year, I will force her and Shelby to take a PTO day and go with me because we're going to go for the weekend the next time. Fair enough, brother? Anyway, that's here coming up in a couple weeks. Saturday, June the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th of June the 5th. That's when we're going. It's in Southern Ohio. Hey, I want to jump back and I know I've been trying to get off of this the subject of I wanted the feel good story really quick, but the other thing that I wanted to talk about was as I was reading the article today, that negotiations have basically stalled out in Deshaun Watson's case, but the defendants, all of them don't want any of the terms discussed. They want everybody to have to shut up. But Deshaun Watson isn't going to cut a deal unless all the terms are completely out there for you to read and see.
And I think that is the most responsible and good thing for him to say is like, I don't want anything unless everyone can see everything. No shady shit.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing, right? At the end of the day, he wants to let everybody read everything about this lawsuit. There is not one out of the 22 that want the terms to be disclosed. And that's completely opposite of the way lawsuits work. Usually, let's just say he's not guilty. But usually a guilty party says, hey, look, I'm going to pay you this much, but you can never talk about it again. But that's not what he's saying. I'm going to pay you this much to go away, but I want the right to defend myself in public.
Yeah, I want the world to know everything everyone said about me, everything all of these women have said. He doesn't want anything hidden, and makes me feel like this was a Houston ploy. That like you said, this never happens. If you're guilty, dude, you don't want anybody to know. You just want to pay it and get it to go away so you can move on with your life or move on with this and get it over with. But he's straight up just like, I'll give you money. I'll do whatever you want me to do, but I want it all public.
Now here was the other little tidbit that came not from that part of it, but I'll get to it here in a second. Texans head coach during rookie minicamp. Let me go back. Last week said that they would be open to taking trades for Deshaun Watson. Then during minicamp this week, now they've decided we're not trading him. We're not saying a word about it. It's non-existent right now. So their change in behavior over the course of 7 days as an organization now looks like, what if he's right? Or, I don't know that they oversaw this whole lawsuit. If they did, that's some sinister shit, right? But, it is Houston. We've grown to expect sinister shit out of that city right now. But, for them to just backpedal with their head coach making a statement and then making a totally opposite statement less than a week later, I think I don't know. I really think that I don't think he's guilty. I think he might be guilty of consensual sex and stuff like that, but I don't think he's guilty of anything.
Listen, I don't like to talk about it just because, we don't know the truth yet. And when the truth comes out, I will be willing to speak on it 100%. Everything's out there, so I can't lie. But I've been saying this from the day that this happened is I don't think he's guilty. All of these cards fell together as soon as he said, I want out.
I agree. And you know what?
It's too fishy to not look that way. But everyone's like, I can't believe Deshaun Watson. And I was like, I can't either because I don't think it happened. He's one of the better dudes in the league that, when you talk about leaders of the team, sometimes you got defensive, sometimes you got offensive, but it's always the quarterback. If you put all 32 starting quarterbacks up next to each other, he'd probably be one of the first dudes I put on the list of would never do anything wrong.
Here's the other thing. Look at all the former players from Houston that he was friends with that left. Did you hear anybody make any kind of statement pro or against him?
No.
The only statements you heard are from this lawyer, whatever his name is. I can't.
He's a real lawyer, dude. That's the worst part. That's the most fishy thing. This dude is just some guy on Instagram. He's not even a real lawyer.
But the whole thing of it is that, the only people that have made any kind of statements for or against him is himself, the organization, this lawyer, and none of the girls that are coming forward. I really hope that it becomes public. And you know what? And if there's some wrongdoing in here, I apologize now.
Oh, yeah, I 100% apologize. But I can't believe that it's true. I can't believe that he's guilty. It's too hard of a situation for me to believe Houston and these women. And anytime else, any other case ever, I will take the woman's side. But this time it's just too weird of timing. And if it did happen, I would say maybe one time. I feel like this dude probably tried to slip the moves on one girl and they were like, whoa, no. But I don't think he was just still going for it. He was like, okay, and learned his lesson from it. But I don't think 22 women with the same story that started off with the head coach's personal assistant. I don't know. It's just too hard to believe.
So, and one more statement on this really fast, because since we're now in May, we're in the middle of May, right? So you would think that Houston as an organization would be pushing for the police to come up with, report their findings and put something out there so that they can make a organizational decision regardless of whatever. But you know what? They've been investigating for a while and haven't come up with
anything, dude. Not only is it, important to get this over with if you want Deshaun Watson, is Houston, yes, they should be pushing because they want him to stay. They want him to be their starter, which who wouldn't, honestly. And but all these other teams that have gave them trade offers, they're sitting there waiting. It's just like Denver with Aaron Rodgers, It's the same kind of situation. It's they want him. This needs to hurry up. But they are not hurrying this up at all, which is making it look more fishy against them.
And as far as if anybody was to trade for him right now, the two most likely places for him to go, in my opinion, would be Oakland or Denver as well, because they
Or
don't.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami, Carolina has
I
interest
I
too.
still am like, even back to when we started this channel before these allegations came out, I still think Miami's his number one landing spot.
And that could still happen because there's still some question marks about Tua. So basically, I got through the few things that I was going to talk a little bit about. Um, a little bit more about the Urban Meyer Tim Tebow thing, but they still haven't signed him yet. Totally, I know they're leaning that direction. I think that's just going to be a great story. I hope he's a locker room help. You know what? It makes me I root for Tim Tebow because I feel like he was one of the people that got the raw end of the deal in the NFL.
Fair enough.
So did you want to jump into another week's schedule?
Oh, yeah, we can jump straight to week 2. My number one, once again, Kansas City playing Baltimore. Lamar's like dark horse, man. Like, his kryptonite. Like, it's just I'm going to be happy for him at the end of the day if he comes out on top of this one. But I still just don't think it's going to happen.
I got you. Can I have my number one game this week?
Yeah, go for it. And I'll tell you.
Cincinnati at Chicago.
Yeah, dude, 2 weeks in a row, Vandy going through something. He's got to face Aaron Donald and his nightmare of a defense, and then he's got to go back to his hometown in Cincinnati, which he had to do last year with Dallas.
They're playing at home. They're playing at Chicago.
Yeah, well, either way, I mean, like, he's got to face his former team two years in a row, and they're not even divisional teams, like, so, like, whatever,
But I just felt like that's another FU game for the NFL, and I just feel like that it's going to be a really good game because it's another team I feel like they're pretty equally matched against right now.
Another game on that week is Indy playing at home against the Rams. I just want to see 20 sacks on Carson Wentz in one game.
Oh, if that game may be, I'm going to call it now, that might be the make or break game of his whole season. If he survives that game, if that offensive line with the upgrades they've made in Indy pulls through and keeps him alive in that game, then he may be okay. But if they get to him, it'll fuck his whole season. It'll be over.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so another team I want to talk about in week 2, jumping from I was talking about in week 1, is Miami. They play 2 divisional games in a row. They go from New England to Buffalo. And I don't know, like, AFC East, man, like, that's where it's at. AFC East and the NFC West, that's where it's at this year.
That game's at Miami, though.
It's at Miami, but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
divisional games do not matter.
Yeah, you said at Buffalo. That's why I thought maybe you were seeing it backwards.
I mean, at Buffalo, like, they're playing against Buffalo. Right. I can see where they're all at, but like, I'm mostly looking up the matchups more so than the locations.
Do you want to see something though? And I think this is amazing because the schedule that I'm looking at has ticket prices, and Los Angeles Rams and Indianapolis ticket prices are $45 for minimum ticket price.
Yeah, no one wants to sit and watch Carson Wentz get killed.
Oh my God. I mean, that's just that. I haven't seen a 45 ticket in the NFL for a while.
Except for Cincinnati, like 2 years ago. All their tickets were like $10 each.
Yeah, I didn't go 2 years ago. That's probably why. But, during their playoff runs, the years that they were going to playoffs, they were over 100.
Right.
But going through also on that week, God, that Kansas City Baltimore game. Jesus,
yeah. Baltimore's got 2 primetime games, week 1 and week 2. And they played really shitty on primetime games last year. No offense, Colin, but every primetime game Baltimore had last year, they did not perform. And especially the ones at home. But they're coming to Kansas City.
On this schedule here, I think I'm going to circle.
Oh, just kidding. They're going to at Baltimore in this game.
Yeah.
It's okay. Kansas City's beaten Lamar both home and away. Like, Didn't they beat them in the playoffs once too?
I think so.
Yeah, beat Lamar in the playoffs as well.
So
Yeah,
no,
right here, man. KC at Baltimore is gonna be one of the best games of the season. Yeah, because every year it has been. They've made them play each other every single year since we've had Mahomes and Lamar.
uh, the only other game I'm circling for a hopeful upset, I guess maybe, is I really want to see Atlanta go to Tampa Bay and watch Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna go against any Tampa Bay games, but I also said I'm for Atlanta a lot this year. So yeah, definitely one to watch out for. I do like that because are they in the same division?
NFC South.
No, no, they're not in the same division, are they?
NFC South. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right. Right. So a divisional game always suck. Like they always suck. Like it's hard for every team that's involved.
Well, you know what, and guess what? Last year nobody really stuck the big bullseye on Brady and Tampa Bay, but now they're Super Bowl champions. Everybody's going to be trying to hunt them
All 17 games, he's got a target on his back.
down. Anything else on that week that stands out to you that you want to talk about? I mean,
No, not really. I was kind of jumping over to week 3, and I was thinking about the first team it shows me right here is Arizona at Jacksonville. Like I feel like Arizona easy. But like Trevor Lawrence has got to face Chandler Jones and JJ Watt at the same time.
that's another one of those things that's not fair for a rookie, honestly. So I don't look at that game as giving me a whole lot of interest. I think Arizona is going to be a 10-point favorite in that game.
Oh, easily 10 points. I'd say probably closer to 14.
Let's see. There's a couple really
Sorry.
good.
Sorry. Yeah. Going down the list, Buffalo at home against Washington. I do like that game. I'm not okay. So, sorry. I knew we had a Jags fan in here, and I just did not know if they were here. Look, I feel bad for the Jags. I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I have more faith in the Jaguars than him, but I think Tebow being there is going to change things. My perspective has definitely changed since the whole Tebow thing. I said that they were going to win 2 games this year, and those were both against Houston. But I think they can pull off 4 to 6 games this year, pending what happens in these first couple weeks. But I do like the Washington Buffalo game. Washington and Buffalo, it's fine. It's the Jags. People never say things nice about us. I'm not saying anything mean.
I think there's a lot of room for optimism in Jacksonville, just not this year.
I mean, I do think they should have won more games last year. I think they had the capability to do so. I didn't like Gardner Minshew. I like Trevor Lawrence more than Gardner Minshew. Definitely. That dude just made me mad. It's just like I don't know. I don't know. But I think they have a real fighting chance to definitely not come in last place. I still think that's going to be Houston this year.
Yeah, with the first pick in the 22 NFL draft, the Houston Texans select guaranteed.
Spencer Ryler, Oklahoma.
Oh. Yeah, I mean that's I think that's a given. I think that's a definitive next year that Houston. I think can we bet on that?
Probably.
Find me a futures odd on that thing because I want to bet on the Houston Texans having at least earning the #1 draft pick in the NFL draft next year.
100%.
Because I'll bet it now. I'll put 100 on it just because.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100. But yeah, the Washington Buffalo game, dude. Washington. I was saying it last year too. I mean, Alex Smith's my boy. I was obviously gonna say it last year, but Washington's defense is like so good, and they made some good picks. They picked up a couple wide receivers in free agency. They picked up a couple wide receivers in the draft. They got They got Fitzmagic, dude. I know he's not guaranteed a starter, but I love that guy. And this is probably his last season. He's going to go all out. And with a defense that's going to, not lose games for them consistently, I think he's going to have a good year. I think Washington's going to have a good year. So them at Buffalo, I still think Buffalo might edge out this win, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout game.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly right there.
And then right after that game is week 3. Joe Burrow's got to go back to Pittsburgh, and his first go round was not good. I mean, I know the Bengals won the second go round, but the first one was Burrow. I think he's going to be more prepared this year, and I think Pittsburgh's going to suck ass.
But Pittsburgh's defense is not what it was last year.
And no, I think
what it was at the end of the year last year was horrible. So just in that first, they had a good defense, and then it went
injuries and COVID and whatever. I do think that Cincinnati will win at least 2 divisional games this year. I'm saying 3, but I want to say 2 to be safe, and I think at least one of them will be Pittsburgh.
I think the over-under should be set at 3. You know what? I've got expectations that are higher than that but I don't think, and realistically speaking, I think 3 divisional games and and a 7 or 8 win season is probably in the cards unless Burrow is unbelievable. But my hope is 10 or 11 wins.
No, I'm shooting for 12. But that's my unrealistic one. But my realistic one is 8 games. That's what I said last year, but I said I'm giving him a 3 to 4 over under of 8, just for leeway for him being a rookie. And I did not anticipate the injury, which I should have, because it was horrible. Their offensive line was trashed, and whatever. But before we get too far into this, I'm going to go ahead and drop this link because I know Shelby will probably come up here, and I kind of want to hear what she has to think, because her and I have not went over these schedules together other than, talking about taking days off for what games and whatever. But we have not discussed the schedule, and I kind of want her to come up here and talk to us while we are going through. We got through week 1 and week 2 and halfway through week 3. So I'm going to give her a chance, and anybody else, obviously, who wants to come up here and talk. If Chase and Burrow can ball out, it might be a good season for the Bengals. I mean, even Higgins and Boyd with Chase, if all of them can click and be fine in the positions they're in, I think they all can ball out, dude. They did pick up a good number of offensive linemen, veteran and draft, and I really think if they can get these guys to all work together and get on the same page, no one's stopping Burrow. He is probably one of the more talented quarterbacks in the league who has no experience, basically. And so
you know what? Basically, I would love to just tell you for week 3 here what my 2 premier games of that week are.
Let me guess. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, and okay, that one's Green Bay and San Francisco.
Nope. I think the 2 best games for me that week, just watching going forward, is going to be you're going to hate this one, but I think it's going to be a good game. Well, no, I don't. I hope it's a blowout, but Tampa Bay at the Rams. I think that's going to stir a lot.
Ooh, good defense versus good defense, dude. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I hadn't made it down my list to see that one yet. Here is Shelby. I'm going to let you talk to her for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And then the other one for the week that I think is going to be outstanding to watch, especially for TV, is going to be New Orleans at New England. I really think that's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be really tight. What's up, Shelby?
Hey. I think
How you doing?
I think that'll be a good game.
I think those are going to be
bad.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the divisional games are always I feel like a game everyone is Tampa Bay and New England. Oh, for sure. Yeah, when you come to that next week, that's going to, there will not be a sports talk show anywhere that whole 6 days prior to that discusses anything but that game. Unless Brady gets hurt prior, because then that is definitely possible.
I was going to say, if you don't want to If you don't want to hear
Yeah.
about that game, just don't watch anything during that week.
Yeah, I mean, and this week here, and when we're on week 3, I know Alex has some questions, but I get the feeling that Arizona starting the season has a pretty good ride for the first couple of weeks, where they can win a lot of games.
What are you looking for? Bedroom.
And also, the Monday night game is probably going to be the only one that I don't watch, and that's Philadelphia at Dallas. I generally don't miss Monday Night Football, but I think that one I'm going to skip.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's going to be a boring game.
And what the hell's she doing? The Jets at Denver, who knows how that one's going to end up, because who knows who's going to be quarterbacking at Denver. I mean, right now we just got to assume that it's Teddy.
It's in the bedroom. Where? On your side of the bed? It might be on my side. She's looking for Excedrin.
What's her head hurting for?
But yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know?
Probably hungry.
She's probably hungry. You're right. She probably needs to eat.
Oh yeah. She has a sinus infection too, so that doesn't help.
What do you think about the Chargers at the Chiefs?
Chargers at the Chiefs. Good divisional game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, that's going to be a really good game either
I
way.
think it'll. That division is like, it's like kind of boring to watch divisional games, honestly. But at the same time, you never know what's going to happen. Like the Raiders could, score 50 points, and
I'm just looking at it thinking that game in week 3 could be a tiebreaker at the end of the season between these two teams.
Yeah, I think that's a good possibility.
I mean, I know that that's being a little dramatic for a third game of the season, but if it comes down to it, because I think both teams can go 12-5, because regardless of who ends up quarterbacking in Denver, you can win in Oakland, you can win in you can win in Vegas, and you can win in Denver this year.
Yeah.
So it's just between those. It's just between those guys.
I was gonna say, if you would have talked to your dad, I'll go find it. Okay. All right.
What's wrong with her brain? There she is.
She got a sinus infection.
Hello.
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 Yellow.
I just told Shelby that, and I know this might be me being a little bit dramatic, but the Chargers and Chiefs game could be a tiebreaker game for the end of the season, because they both could go 12-5.
I don't think the Chiefs are losing 5 games this year, but I do think they play week 17, the Chargers and Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know the second matchup. I know the first one's week 3.
3 and then 17.
I was gonna say, I got it pulled up right here. Week 18.
That doesn't even sound right.
It's weird. Yeah, they play their final games of the season. They both play the Chargers, or they play each other, and so I think it will make or break the Chargers in the playoffs. I don't think it's going to be, I still think that the Chiefs take the division with ease by at least 2 or 3 games. Like, I don't think it's going to be that close, but I do think that the Chargers are going to be fighting for a playoff spot this year for sure.
Oh, I definitely think they're going to be in the hunt for it.
Oh, sorry. I'm just clicking things. Yeah, I'm just clicking things. Sorry.
Why are you just clicking things?
I don't know.
So I got a question for you, because we're in an hour and 15 minutes. How far into the schedule would you like to go today, and how far would you like to go into it, and so that we can kind of spread this out a little bit and maybe hit a few other topics? I know that I've gotten through most of the stuff that I was interested in, but I was just curious how long you wanted to run and how long you wanted to go into the schedule today.
Clay, I agree. I do see it.
They should. There's no reason that they shouldn't while you're froze.
I was gonna say I could see the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, but I also could see the rematch of the AFC Championship and Buffalo coming out on top. Like I could think I think it's gonna be either one of those two teams in the AFC for me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be like conceited because I don't know why my internet just started being jank, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, they're going to the Super Bowl, but they've been there the last 2 years, so if they're not there this year, my feelings aren't gonna be hurt. But I like I said, the Bills and the Chiefs are definitely my two picks. I'm gonna say the Chiefs every year, even if they go 0-17.
The
You know,
Bills, man, like Josh Allen's just talented.
he definitely proved he's a winner last year. That's for sure. And
Absolutely.
he definitely took the step forward that he needed to take for his career as well.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I still hate to say it, but the outside contender in the AFC right now it's got to be Cleveland to make that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think week 1, that's why I hate the KC Cleveland week 1 game, because if they meet in the playoffs again, whoever wins this game, they're gonna be like, yeah, they beat you in week 1, so that they're gonna win. Like, no, anything can happen in 18 weeks. So I hate that matchup first.
I think the NFL was being dicks when they made this schedule. I mean,
Oh,
really.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I agree with all the matchups, but I don't agree with the placement of all the matchups.
Yeah. Anything else in week 3?
Right.
I think the only thing I had
Like
left
they just
to
like
talk
drew him
about.
out of a hat.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think out of all the ones in week 3, I already touched on most of them. I mean, Indy plays Tennessee, divisional game. New Orleans and New England might be a good game. Still undetermined.
That's one of my favorite games of the week.
Yeah, there's like a lot of unknowns with we haven't seen these teams play together yet, and there's a lot of new changes for all teams basically, and so I think it'll be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side unless something crazy happens. But yeah, that's about all I got for week 4.
3.
Week 3, sorry. Yeah, I'm ready for week 4.
Okay, well, I've switched it. Let's see what's on there.
First thing I'm seeing is Arizona at the Rams, and that already starts off because mine's like A to Z order, so Arizona's gonna be the first schedule I see every week. But at Arizona, I love that. That's exciting.
Yeah, that whole division, and then it's another divisional game that week too. We don't know where either one of them teams are going to be, but Seattle and San Francisco have a lot of questions. But that's all NFC West, so that ought to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, dude,
Right.
I like that. And then we got Atlanta, Washington. I like both NFC teams that I'm interested in this year. So it'll probably be a solid game. Then you got Baltimore and Denver. It's not even fair. They get to play Detroit and Denver 2 weeks in a row. I mean, I get that they're road games, but like they're just trying to give Baltimore an edge for an easy start to the season, other than Kansas City, obviously.
You think?
Then I got Carolina at Dallas. Don't care. Like, I mean, you might care, but I don't care.
I don't care at all.
Chicago and
care
Detroit.
much
That's a
about
divisional game.
Carolina. That'll be a good game.
Gosh, you know what? I don't see a
Lions and
lot
the
of
Bears.
games. I don't.
That's a Thursday night game for Cincinnati. Burrow versus Lawrence, a rematch game. So I mean, there's a little bit of value there.
Yeah, I guess. I still don't see it as one that I circled on my calendar, but maybe a little bit more.
I just like watching them play.
Me too, dude. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be an awesome NFL pro. I really do.
Most definitely.
I don't like this week. The Tampa Bay New England game. That one's going to get
okay. Colin did. I didn't know if he was still here, but he did hear me say that they're giving them easy games.
Yeah.
But yeah, Green Bay against Pittsburgh in Green Bay. I think that'll be a solid game, especially if there's no Aaron Rodgers. I feel like it's gonna be fair. Houston at Buffalo, that's a destroy. Indy at Miami, I feel like that's gonna be a very fairly matched game, honestly.
That's one of the better games of the week for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Jacksonville, Cincy, KC at Philadelphia. That's probably too easy.
I mean, it's a road game, but it's still one that shouldn't be that much of a
I don't know if you've ever seen the statistics though, but Patrick Mahomes has better stats on the road than at home. Not saying he's bad at home, but he has better stats on the road.
It's because
usually
on the road it's harder to run the ball, and so that relies on your quarterbacks throwing a lot more until late in the game.
Right.
That's fair.
There's not much in this week that I like. I don't like the Raiders-Chargers game, because I think the Chargers are going to win. The Tampa Bay New England's full of headlines, but honestly, most part I could care less.
But the big highlight of week 4, and I think you guys were talking about it when I was not in front of the camera, was obviously the Tampa Bay and New England game. I'm gonna put some money on New England.
Oh yeah, I think that's a fair bet.
Me and Shelby saw a TikTok today talking about, if Tom Brady beats New England, he'll beat every single team, whatever. But this guy commented on that and was like, Bill has had Brady under lock for like the last 20 years. He knows everything there is to know about that guy. I think, he holds him he said, I'll be surprised if he gets a single yard that game. And I was like, he's obviously going to get more than 1 yard unless he gets hurt in the first snap. But I still think this is Belichick's game.
Possibility.
Yeah, this is Belichick's game.
Like I said earlier, Belichick knows how that man moves. He knows every step he's going to take. He taught him the game, essentially. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, I guess. But I don't think it's going to end well for Tom Brady.
I want to see New England to win just so Tom Brady doesn't join Breeze, Peyton, and I think someone else as a player that's beaten every team. Yeah, I agree. Peyton Manning's my favorite quarterback, and I don't want Tom Brady to have that. Like, Peyton has that over Brady, and so I want it to stay that way. And I like Belichick. I don't like Brady. I don't want it to happen. And I feel like if Brady loses, he might stay in the league long enough to be able to play against New England again.
Right.
But I don't think Brady's ever going to have a team as good as the team he has right now going anywhere.
Also, it's Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Brett
Favre. Yeah. Definitely Favre. But that's all I got for week 4. Just the Belichick Brady game. So, if you want to go on and talk about something else, I got a couple things.
Go ahead. Start it out. Fire me up.
There's only a few games left of the NBA series before we go to the playoffs, and there's a couple teams that are in kind of surprising situations right now. Like, you've got the Lakers and you've got the Warriors and you've got the Pacers, all these teams that started either off really strong or have star players that are playing in the play-in tournament. They didn't make just the playoffs, and so I find that really interesting. Also, I love the Dallas. Yeah, the Spurs too. I find, I love the Dallas Mavericks, and they secured the number 5 spot, so they don't have to play in the play-in tournament. Also, another reason I love the Mavericks is because Mark Cuban supports Dogecoin. So, to the moon.
To the moon. Let's see.
Yeah. Go ahead. I knew you would have to look up some stuff.
I was trying to get myself versed. So the play-in games start tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I did know it was about there just because they were talking about how important Lakers to win their last game was, which they did win. But the first thing I see on that is Washington at Boston in the play-in game.
those were two teams that you could have feasibly thought would have been, in a regular seed in the playoffs.
I mean, Boston, yeah. I don't know that I would say that about Washington.
I don't think. Well, I was counting Washington out a few weeks ago. Honestly, the same with the Warriors.
I mean, you can never count Steph out, dude.
Right.
But as much as I hate to say it,
if I'm remembering right, I feel like we talked about it one time, and we're like, well, it looks like they're not going to make the playoffs, and then Steph just went off and became
every
like
single game.
Yeah, 30-point game for 10 games in a row or something crazy like that.
Just looking at talking about the Washington Wizards, but Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook is a duo on that team. That's a pretty lethal combination.
I mean, Bradley Beal or Russell Westbrook alone is good. Yeah, Bradley Beal's been going off, and I think that's why they made this push to the play-in tournament. He's been doing so well this last couple weeks.
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook's a lot less selfish than he used to be. I mean, so
that's a duo that you wouldn't expect to work well together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they kind of pulled it out of their butts and gotten in gear this last couple weeks and shoved their way in the top 10.
You can safely say that those two guys have been completely shit on by their organizations in the past.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they traded everything away from OKC, with Russell Westbrook. They didn't work to keep a dream team alive. If they would have kept Durant and Harden in Oklahoma City, if they would have done something to secure those three guys, say, hey, look, we got the makings of a perennial championship contender. We just got to sit here and get it worked out between all of us. You would have thought that it would have happened, but it didn't. And Harden was unhappy in Houston, and everything. I just think it's really a strange thing that OKC had those three guys on one roster. I mean, albeit they were young, but didn't win.
Yeah.
And then Bradley Beal and what's the guy that Toronto traded to San Antonio or no?
Kawhi.
No, that's who came to Toronto.
Oh, you said Toronto. You cut out when you said Toronto, so I didn't hear it.
Whoever the Bradley's other guard was that was there in Washington before when they were building, and then they traded him away.
So you want to John Wall?
No, maybe. No, it's not the one I'm thinking about. I'll get it in here in just a second. Go ahead.
So my favorite game of the play-in tournament, which is actually tomorrow, is Indiana versus Charlotte. That's probably my favorite, matchup of the play-in tournament, other than the Lakers and Warriors, because who's gonna win, LeBron or Steph? I think it's gonna be the Warriors by a mile. But Anthony Davis and LeBron are getting healthy again, so we'll see. But I am in love watching with this Charlotte's team with LaMelo Ball coming back, and Indiana has had a really solid team with Sabonis and Brogdon, but they've been battling with injuries all season. Even Sabonis was out just a couple days ago with a quad injury, and so with healthy, both of these teams are going to make for a fantastic first game of the play-in tournament.
Right. I just want to add that I love that LeBron and Steph are both in the play-in tournament, and they're not just straight in the playoffs. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just so happy about that.
Yeah,
we don't have to see both of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
The main conversation out of that is and this is how confident and cocky Lakers fans are, is that from the play-in tournament to another NBA championship, we got it made. I can't see that happening on any aspect. I don't know why everybody thinks that it will.
It's because of LeBron.
Everyone thinks LeBron's like a god or something. I don't know.
LeBron is literally the Tom Brady of the NBA.
Yep.
Bunch of old men playing sports.
See, I don't even like that statement. Well, I mean, as far as NBA players go, my favorite has been and will always be Michael Jordan. I mean,
which is fair.
How many rings does that man have? I mean, I know Kobe was right there with him as far as statistically speaking, but Jordan was it for, I never seen
I
a guy
mean,
that dominated as much as he did.
Kobe Bryant had an 80-point game.
Kobe Bryant and Shaq, I liked watching them two together.
Yeah.
Kobe and Shaq. Yeah, that's what I grew up watching.
I mean, Shaq can't shoot, dude, but he's huge. So
I remember in college when teams played LSU in college, he would dominate underneath so much, right? He was a complete.
It's hard not to. It's like trying to block Giannis when he's dunking. He's like 12 feet tall.
Well, that was how it worked. So everybody was so content. They would send guys in there and they had a game plan. They called it Hack-a-Shack. And they would hack and they would foul because he couldn't hit free throws. He was like a 40% lifetime free throw shooter. And where I was going at a few minutes ago, Shelby, and you should have corrected me instantaneously because I know that deep down inside you're a San Antonio fan, but DeMar DeRozan was the one who was with Bradley Beal, I believe, at Washington before he went to Toronto, and then he got traded for Kawhi.
I didn't know when you were talking about, or
I'm pretty sure that I'm right there, but
the Kentucky fan in me just said John Wall, so.
I mean, the non-Kentucky fan of me said John Wall also.
No, DeMar DeRozan was always at Toronto. Who am I forgetting about that he was with? Maybe it was John Wall.
I mean, he got traded this year.
No, I thought DeMar DeRozan was always at Toronto. I can't remember who I'm thinking of. God dang it.
LaMarcus Aldridge?
But anyway, no, it was another guard. Anyway, I don't want to sit here and be stagnant on that, trying to correct my brain.
I haven't talked to Amanda and Philip today, so I didn't know if they were going to come by because they've been hanging out here on Mondays.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything from them today.
I haven't. They haven't been in here today, have they?
Not that I seen.
Not that I've seen.
I just figured they usually come in here and fill us up for the ending because you usually have something to do.
I give up on having something to do on Mondays. I figure that this is a little bit more well spent. I moved my videos to Tuesdays, I think, for the short term. I think that's a good thing.
Speaking of Tuesdays, we have had a video recorded when we opened one of our Heritage Pack cards. So that should be out tomorrow. When we get off of here tonight, we are going to send that to you, and I'm just going to have you clip those two videos together. It's just adding 7 seconds to the beginning of it. That's all you have to do to it. But yeah, so that will be out on our channel tomorrow.
What time are you releasing that?
I've been sticking with 6.
Cool.
You all went kind of early this week, right? No, so we were actually really late. We usually go 5 p.m. On Mondays and 11 on Thursdays.
Yeah, we're early on Mondays, and Colin, what we're trying to do is that in trying to establish the sports talk stream, we're running it one day early and then one night late because the sports community is huge, and we're just trying to tap a little bit into it to get, just to try to get a small following to help us grow here. The other thing that we've been...
Yeah, he said he was thinking Thursday. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, then the other thing is that, Shelby and Alex are doing the cards. I think we're actually going to eventually skip over to a third card type channel just because I think Shelby's going to run that whole thing and take care of it. So that ought to be really cool. And then I think we're all going to make videos for that too because we're nerds, dude.
Speaking of cards, I brought some in here just to show them off. A little preview. So speaking of Amanda and Philip, they gave us these Centennial Celebration cards. They already know what's in them. Apparently, it's the same pack. They just gave them out. They went to the draft this year. But we picked this up at Walgreens, and we finally did some research on it. We haven't opened it quite yet. Oh, well, there she goes. But this one, so the cool thing about this is there's no guarantee of what's inside of it. You can get a pack of college cards from one specific college. You can get some, you can even get baseball cards in it. You can get autographs and all the cool stuff. But these are totally random. Like they have just different packs of different companies of cards. And so that one is coming very soon this week. We also got this in the mail today. Me and Shelby are on the lookout for some Kyler Murray rookie autograph cards from 2019. So this is going to be pretty fun to open. I don't know when we'll open that one, but we did get another 10. We've opened 2 of them so far on the channel, but we got the third of 6. And so I got those. We also have Pokemon cards, but I didn't feel like we needed to display them on here. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too.
So yeah, Colin. Well, I didn't sell all of mine. I had a stellar collection from the 70s and 80s from when I was little. And what happened was I was forced out of a home and I moved, and they were in somebody's garage they were stored away safe, and his garage caught fire. So I was so disheartened. After that, I stopped collecting in about 1994, but it's something that I've always been interested in because of the value of them. And I think we're definitely going to do some, I'm going to probably get back into it a little bit, but anything that I buy, I'm going to use some of the quality cards as a giveaway in here to kind of help attract new viewers for what we're doing for here and the trading card channel that Shelby's going to be putting together really soon. Get her all fired up. But yeah I'm definitely going to use a lot of whatever I buy and find as giveaways, because that's I think that's kind of cool. You open a pack, and then if you open it on a live and somebody shows up to watch it, if you have 30 people in the live, then you can do a random number generator or whatnot to pick a winner, and you can mail out a card. I think that's kind of a cool idea. I don't know that I've seen that on the card trading channels so much. I know they set stuff aside for giveaways, but I was thinking about giving it out right then and there. So it's just one of those things, but I love trading cards. We're nerds. We love Pokemon. I think that's fun too. There's so many people that are into that kind of stuff. So I like seeing people get excited. So I just can't wait to see what's in the ones that I got.
The only problem right now is that it's so hard to find anything.
Yeah, they just shut down at Target, like that. They're not selling them at all at Target anymore because of scalpers. As of I think the 14th, it went into effect, and that's the problem. Scalpers are ruining for everybody because they're buying out stores and then they're flipping it and selling it for at least double what it's worth.
If people would stop buying the stuff that the scalpers are selling, though, for double the price, triple the price,
they would stop buying it.
Yeah, but people want them so bad, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm the only thing I'm not going to buy off a scalper is a PS5. Like, I will sit and wait my turn. I'm going to wait until it happens.
Yep.
And the bad thing is that you heard that Family Dollar stopped carrying their Pokemon cards because they were locked in on the dollar store thing with a certain set of Pokemon trading card game cards, and they stopped carrying them due to theft.
Oh, that makes sense too, but they should just put them behind the counter like cigarettes.
They don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, but people want cards, dude.
so yeah, and everybody, a lot of these retail stores have their own variation of it. The only place there's nobody that's on here that's around here that really hasn't had as much issue with it is the place where we bought our cards last week.
Oh, I'm not going to tell people where we got those cards.
Yeah, because those are off in there. That's where I'm going tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll meet you down there. Actually, I'm off tomorrow.
Their truck comes in at 1:00, so they'll be there by 3.
Well, I'll be there by 3 then, dude. I don't care. Well, I'll just do what I did last time. I went and bought some, and then I'll let Ethan go back in.
Yeah, and we need to check Walmart again because as of Saturday, they didn't have anything at Walmart.
Dude, our Walmart isn't not even a super center, and you still can't get anything. Like, the high demand, it's just insane to me. Like, it's seriously insane.
Yeah, the girl behind the counter back there said that they were standing in line for when they put out the next morning on Saturday morning. It's 6 a.m.
I mean, I'd be there too if I didn't have a life, but I do, and I don't understand. That's why they shouldn't do it on the weekends. Everybody's free on the weekends. They wouldn't have massive lines like that if they did it on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
I just think that they should put on whatever stock they get, they should put a limit on what you can buy for the first 3 days.
They should put a limit.
They do.
Anyway.
It's 2 packs. There's a 2-pack maximum limit on what
Per
you can
day.
buy.
But they don't keep track of who they've seen that day.
Right.
I mean, I guess in a single purchase, but I just think that I don't know. I just didn't realize until you told me, and then I started researching a little bit how big this is becoming again.
I'm so glad that I am not like a huge basketball fan because those are the most impossible ones to get.
You can find them, but they're going to be $40 for 15 cards.
Yeah, you're going to get a pack of 10 cards and spend at least $40 on them, like at least. And I mean, if you can find them in store, you're lucky, obviously. But if you can't and you need them and have to buy them anywhere else, it's going to cost you a lot of money for very little amount of quantity of cards. Like basketball is the most insane. I have a feeling once we get a little closer to football season, because they just released the new packs with these new kids in them from college, they're going to be a little harder to find again.
It'd be nice to be able to find them now.
Yeah, I mean, the only football cards, like, look, this is the one I just got, and I just ordered 2 more packs today, but these are 2019 cards, and these are the only ones I can find that aren't over $100. This has 88 cards in it, and I still spent like $40 or $50 on it.
Yeah, and so, at the end of the day, so Alex is going to make sure that a card video drops on Tuesdays. I've been doing Friday mornings on the Indiana University newcomers, and did you see where the kid from South Florida, the 7-footer, committed today after Jerome Hunter left?
I did. I actually am gonna drop the playlists in this chat real quick. The card playlist and the IU playlist, just in case anybody wants to check them out. I'll just drop the link or whatever. Because I don't know where all our fans are and where they lie, but like these IU videos, for not being a college basketball fan, like I enjoy watching them every week. I know it's all you. I have fun watching these kids from high school highlights. Like that Logan Duncombe kid, those were high school highlights, weren't they?
Those were his junior year highlights.
Yeah, that kid is like 6'10" or whatever, and I don't know. I just had a lot of fun watching that.
It's another version of Trace Jackson Davis, only he can shoot the outside jumper. That's exactly his size, his frame. That's who he's going to be like. He's a little bigger, but I was really stressed out because I thought that he was going to be thrust into getting beat up in the Big Ten this year and not being groomed in at, like 8, 10, 12 minutes at a time. Well, then they got this Durr kid, 7-footer from South Florida, that really solidifies the middle of the floor to where now you're back to playing positionless basketball, and he can be groomed to come in and as a reserve to start out with and not take a beating in the early season. So now they filled their roster back up. That's one more video I get to do. I'm not going to say have to do because I get to make these videos and I like making them. Dude, I think they've done a phenomenal job this offseason. And the other thing that I'm about ready to get myself into is I keep watching and listening on these on the satellite radio sports channels, and everybody is talking about Michael Penix and Tom Allen, and that's IU football this fall. That quarterback, if he hadn't got hurt last year, they might have run the table after they lost to Ohio State.
Agreed, 100%.
So I mean, I've never been excited about Indiana football. I get to watch 2 college football teams this year because Florida State's been down the last couple of years with Clemson emerging in the ACC. Miami's always a tough beat.
Yeah, but like, how tough is Clemson going to be this year?
That remains to be seen. Usually,
I mean, they lost Trevor Lawrence and his bodyguard.
Okay, but how good is Alabama every year after they recoup?
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, but that's Alabama. That's different. That's not Alabama and Ohio State, their own breed. But like, look what happened to LSU this year.
Yeah, well,
after losing their entire team to the draft.
Yeah. Well, LSU, that was that was a topic of conversation too, college football.
Yo, what's up, Brockton?
Hey, Brockton.
What's up, Sean? But Louisiana, that was a topic of conversation because Ed Orgeron, the coach down there at LSU, gets all the in-state superstars. Very few of them migrate out to Texas A&M or Alabama and whatnot. So he keeps a lot of the in-state talent, which that college football program down there is amazing.
You want to know like how I feel about all this? It's like, so I understand how the NBA, the MLB, and the NFL find their new young star athletes, but it's not like I get how they do it, but it's not like all these high school with these kids coming into college or whatever. It's not like they're broadcasted on TV, like college is. You can watch any college game ever, anywhere. But, like, it's like, I'm just very impressed on how they find these kids.
So, they have, like, programs you can do online.
No, I do know.
Like, put your, like, Max Prep Sports and stuff like that.
I get it, but, like, there are double the amount of high schools there are colleges.
Oh, yeah.
And they can go into this no-name town with a high school of 500 people total, like around here, and dig out the next Michael Jordan, the next Tom Brady, and they just will bring them into college. They're like, you're going to be a star. Come on. I mean, I get if you look at a 6'10" dude and be like, you want to go play college for me? Because, you're a big boy. You can ball out as long as you can learn. But, it's not like every day, you just go walk into a high school and be like, yeah, he's going to be Tom Brady. No, you don't know. You have no idea. They're just kids.
You know how come it happens in college football? I mean, college basketball, those kids are kind of set once they, that system's set up. But once they start doing when you recruit to college, your roster is allowed to be huge. So you can go out there and look for diamonds in the rough in Joe Blow, Indiana, somewhere, in a small school that has a very small program. And college talent is a lot easier to develop, as long as, here's the thing, as long as the kid has the right physical makeup and the right work ethic, if he's got, if he's got the work ethic, he can be a college star. Now, not necessarily, there's been a lot of college kids that are stars that don't go to the NFL or don't translate well. But you have that ability to shine because there's a lot of room for growth in college football. It's really and so regional recruiting, guys, Ed Orgeron, I just mentioned it, recruits his home state, religiously. He tries to lock up every 5-star recruit that comes out of Louisiana, and some of these guys can get them from everywhere. Nick Saban, But Nick Saban has 30-some people working in recruiting high school. I mean, just how big of a business that is. If Alabama wins every year, look at how that translates. It's in recruiting. He's recruiting the right kids. He's looking for something. There is something that they pinpoint in these kids. So college.
I totally get it. Especially if you're already a top dog school, like the University of Kentucky in basketball. Disregard the last couple years. But look at them. They've won however many championships. They've been to the March Madness. They've done well over the years. So kids automatically want to go to them. They're going to send their tape there. They're going to be like, yeah, I want to go there. That's where the winners go, that's where the top dogs go. They're going to send there. They're going to contact. They're going to do what they can. I get that. But okay, look at Patrick Mahomes, dude. I get that he didn't play, football before college at all. He played baseball because his dad wasn't in the MLB. He was a baseball star. He lived in Texas, so his decision was a lot easier of where he wanted to go. He grew up in Texas, but he didn't go to the biggest college you could, and he was basically.
Where'd you go?
Every time I have a solid point, it's when it freezes. If I'm just talking about nothing, it will be crystal clear. But Patrick Mahomes, never, he was a football star and didn't know it. And he went to some smaller school in terms of college football and, went into the NFL, whatever. But, like, this happens all the time. All of these kids get drafted high up from these smaller nobody schools, but it's like, how did, those small schools find these kids to play for them? I get how Alabama, Clemson, LSU, Ohio State, gets their football players. Like, I get it because they're big names. And then, like, basketball, like the University of Kentucky, like Gonzaga and Baylor, the names you always see in the tournament for the most part, Duke, U of L. I get how they can find theirs because people want to go there. Like, they want that. So they're trying, and it's a lot easier to find people if they're already interested in you. But when you're like the Temple Owls, man, how do they recruit anybody other than local kids? Like, it's just like,
they recruit local kids. When John Chaney was the coach there, that was different. He was a national primetime coach. But since then, their conference is one of the smaller Division I major conferences, like a mid-major, and they get a lot of Philadelphia kids because that's where Temple is. They get a lot of junior college transfers. Generally, it's kids that have had issues, making it to a major program. So they have to coach and have to fix players, and then they just basically recruit athletic ability. I mean, at some point, so it's hit or miss with some of those universities until they get a good base. But there's a lot of really good, guys out there that are just beating high school gyms down looking for kids. And I love that part of it. The transition from high school to college is probably my favorite transition. College to NFL is kind of sketchy sometimes as far as football goes. I don't like the college to NBA transition. I don't understand it. It pisses me off just because I don't know why some kids are so highly touted. But and then never do nothing in the NBA and get paid millions of dollars. It just fucking irks me. But yeah, done. Going forward.
No, yeah, but that's just like my thing. It's just like, some of these future stars come from nobody schools, and like, it just blows my mind. Like, how did you even get that kid? None of these big names knew who he was and didn't want him. So how did you get him? Like, I don't know. It's just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, in when you're in the pros looking in college, you got it all laid out for you because, like, you watch them on TV. You can go to a full stadium and watch them play every weekend on Saturdays, whatever. But like, so it makes sense on how you recruit to the pros.
It's different, and that's the reason why I'm so in love with this new coaching marriage for Indiana, because they took an NBA head coach that's assistant now, and they put him in a program that's team first. Look at what New York Knicks did this year. They were a very team-oriented game, and then brought him back to college and instantly put the right coaching staff underneath him, set up the right recruiting. I mean, it's just that's why I'm super excited, and that's why that video series, it might do well. It might do well because I bet you people can read my level of excitement for making the videos.
I mean, that's what I like about. I love so much that you took on this project that you're doing right now, because not only is it, you're the only one in our little circle that has all of this knowledge and, have been doing it for, years. But like, by that, I mean, watching it your whole life. And so you have all the knowledge. But you can tell when you're doing it that you're not just doing it to put out content. Like, you're talking about it because you enjoy talking about it. And it's not like you can have those in-depth conversations with me. I mean, I can sit here and tell you what I think about it, but you're not going to have someone to be able to reciprocate and just throw back at you right what you're saying and be able to argue. But like, so I could tell that you're like passionate about it, and that's why I enjoy watching it, and it makes it so much more fun that I know how much you're enjoying doing it.
I just like where it's getting tagged with Inside the Hall and Indiana
Kent Sterling.
With Kent Sterling. It's getting, when his videos come up, it's right there. And now granted, I used his name in the tags, but I see it like.
Well, you've talked to him, haven't you? Hasn't he talked to you?
Yeah, he offered us help for this channel, and I was like, "That's really cool."
That's pretty cool.
He basically said, "If you need any help doing it, just let me know." He says, "I'll teach you everything I can about broadcasting," because he's a broadcaster.
That's what he does. Yeah, right.
He came from sports news. I mean, and then he just sits at his house now and makes 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday. I don't know what else he does. I'm sure he's really heavy into the Colts. That's where I get all my Colts information because he's tied in with the organization. Great interviewer, great guy. Anyway, he did offer help, and I thought that was really cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the fact that like you've become comfortable, just talking with him every once in a while. Like, I don't know, that's like meeting your idols in a way. I mean, he's not like your idol, but like if you that'd be like if I met Pat McAfee and he was like, "Yeah, I'll tell you how to get views on YouTube."
Right.
Like,
here's the thing: whenever I ask a question, he always responds timely. He also has respect for an opinion that I give out there, and if he disagrees with it, he contradicts it, and he might help me correct mine. But as far as a guy that's on the internet, every time I've asked a question, I've gotten a really good response, and if I ask something that's not completely far-fetched or stupid, he'll even acknowledge it, and that guys like that are, he's passionate about what he does. That's why I like his broadcasts. So I think
Right.
I think we're picking up on what people do. And I think we're doing something really good here.
I think we are too.
I'm still like living on the high of that baseball video the other day we had.
20,000
right?
view video.
I almost threw up. You called me and said, "Hey, the video hit 5,000 views," and I was like, "Huh, what?" And then the next thing you know, it's just like, and I was like, what's happening? Or is someone hacking our page? Like someone messing with us?
No, but if anybody wants to increase their channel growth, producing shorts is probably the best, fastest way you can do that because they're easy. They take very little time to edit. You're doing it from your phone.
We don't even hardly edit ours. We don't have to, really.
I had to edit the one I put out the other day. I had to edit like 3 seconds in there where I did something really stupid, and I had to cut it out. But it didn't take no time whatsoever.
But yeah, I don't expect that all the time. But the fact that happened, I almost, threw up. And it wasn't like it was out of nowhere. I don't understand it because like I've put out shorts on there that I feel so good about, that I love, that I feel like is really good content. Like Jonathan India's first career home run. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to anybody, but it didn't do very well. And I'm not mad about it. I still wanted it on the page and I still loved it. But it's just like the one when it happened to, I was just like, I don't know why. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't even think Cincinnati Reds has 20,000 fans, like. A lot of the views were Pittsburgh people being salty that they lost. Like, that was a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I just did not understand it. But yeah, anybody trying to promote their channel, put out a short like every day or something. It doesn't count towards your monetization hours if it gets put on their shelf, but it does help you get exposure to your channel. And at the end of the day, I think that's more important than the hours itself. Use the hours that you need for something that you're doing, like this live stream, your live streams, or your content that you're putting out. You want people to watch. The shorts are just for fun for us, and we like posting baseball highlights. And if you have TikTok and check out my TikTok, sometimes I post some funny shit on there, like Kyle Shanahan ramming Jimmy G without saying it. Like, that was great.
He's like, I don't know if anyone's gonna be alive by Sunday.
Yeah. When at the end of the day, I want to comment to Ian really fast and says that YouTube just hates me. It's really strange because what we've been doing is Alex got me to go over and make the TikTok. And what does well on YouTube does not do well on TikTok. What does well on TikTok does not necessarily translate well to YouTube. I haven't quite figured it out what I've done wrong on TikTok since my first video, but it's constantly, it's really different. So what I'm just suggesting to everybody right now is that put it out on multiple, in different places. If you're going to make a short, it's just as easy to upload to TikTok as it is to YouTube. And here's the thing. People are making thousands of dollars a month on TikTok. And for just producing 1 or 2 videos a day, 60 seconds about, most of the time they're just sitting there begging for some, followers. Hey, you follow me, I'll follow you. You like one of my videos, I'll like 3 of yours. I'm sick of seeing those show up, but I guess it works. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand TikTok. I've just got to the point that I'm having fun with it now. I did have one video blow up to like 2,000 views, and it was the Alex Blandino standoff with the other guy after the national anthem, and that was just funny to me. So I'm glad a lot of people thought that was funny too. But like I posted a video last night or the other day when we got our new Reds jerseys, and when we bought those card packs, me and you the other day, Dad, like just little things, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care if they blow up or not. It's just like I've met a lot of cool accounts and stuff that we mutual follow each other, and some of them message me and talk to me, and I've met a lot of cool people on there. So like, and people post cool shit, so it's fun that like you can talk to people who are posting the things that you're watching, and so like, I don't think TikTok's everything. But, I've seen people make good money on TikTok, so it's definitely doable if that's the route you want to try to go with your content. Me, it's just for fun. Amanda. Yeah, I got those right here, actually. I can't speak for Shelby or Dad, but I personally am super, super jacked about them. That's why I told you yesterday not to tell me what's inside of here, because like I just want to be excited because I'm a little excited. Kid. But yeah, seriously, a huge thank you to you guys for that. I mean, you guys didn't have to, but we definitely appreciate it. I don't know if you guys noticed this or care, Amanda, because I'm not sure where I stand on it yet, but on the back it says you can get 10 free digital packs of cards. That's like I said, like I don't know where you stand with any of that, but like so if you want to check that out, you can get some free stuff on the back of them. I noticed that this morning. But yeah, my lips are sealed. Yeah, don't tell me because I'm really excited.
We're gonna open those tonight.
Oh, I forgot to show these when we were showing off the cards that we have too. I mean, we haven't opened them yet because we usually open them on either Saturdays, Sundays, or Mondays. So which today is going to be today. We got 2 packs of these that will be coming out very soon too. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, it literally says like right here, gets 10 free digital packs. So there's a code and stuff that you can put in. I don't know if it's like the same for every pack, like how the cards are, but you never know. You might get something cool. People are buying online stuff for no reason, like the NFTs and stuff, which I don't understand, but that's a big thing right now. So you might get something worth a lot of money that you can never hold, but someone will buy it from you. I don't know. But yeah, so you guys can check that out. Since you have a couple packs, you might get a couple different things out of it.
Sorry.
Were you hungry, dude?
My dinner's done and I need to eat. I'm starving.
I have not eaten today and I'm really hungry, but me and Shelby got these kisses that are like birthday cake or something, and it straight up tastes like the frosting off of like animal crackers, like the frosted animal crackers, like or like
the
Dunkaroos.
The new Dunkaroos they came out. It's the Funfetti chip icing, my favorite.
So I've been just snacking on these since we started.
Yeah, well, pretty good.
We crossed the 2-hour mark, and my day is about done on here. So if anybody wants to fill it in,
I'm
going to continue to go. But
so let me drop that real quick. I mean, I can go for as long as anybody wants to go, but yeah, anyone can hop up on here. So
I do want to I want to talk about what's on the agenda for Thursday now.
1 second. She said, I have some old baseball cards that you're more than welcome to feature. Yeah, I'll show them on the channel. And, if you would like me to, I'm totally down. And you might get some offers for them. I don't know, depending on who catches the video or not, and if that's what you're interested in doing. But yeah, I'll definitely show them on, especially because I don't know if you were in here yet. We're gonna make another channel strictly for just cards. I'm still gonna post the sports ones on this channel, but we got some Pokemon cards too. So we just want to make a channel where we can post all of that. Anyway, Dad,
Yes, ma'am.
I said what I had to say, so.
Oh no, I do you have any did you have anything planned except for continuing the season to go through that a little bit on Thursday? I know we're going to do daily NFL news because we can't resist.
I mean, baseball too at this point, and the play-in tournaments will be underway by Thursday. So
I think once I think we'll have a little discussion about first round games in the NBA tournament too.
oh yeah, for sure, and I know that's all coming. So I don't know, like we haven't had like specific. We need to do our giveaway. Our 100 subscriber giveaway or 150, whatever one you want to call it. Whichever one. So we really got to get that together. We're opening a bunch of cards tonight, so we'll be able to sift through and throw whatever we want to throw in for that. So we need to plan what day we want to do that and such, so we can get that all ready and get that promoted, so we can get people in here that want to participate.
The sooner the better too, because better chance for the people to win, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, we do have 150 subscribers. I don't know how many of those 150 watch this stream or anything,
Probably
but yeah, maybe a third, maybe, I don't know. But so the sooner we do it, the better chance you have the chance to win. And so we got to get our shit together.
The thing of it is, we're putting out so much content on here that it's just rolling out so fast that everything just goes so quick. It's so hard to designate or anything. We're just putting it out so fast.
Yeah, I mean, the only consistency thing is probably the sports cards, the IU, and the live stream. But everything else, I'm just kind of putting it on here as soon as I can.
Yeah, the highlight stuff is just whenever.
Yeah, it's real time. Speaking of, dude,
not good, is it?
The Reds are getting their butts hammered. 5-0. They hit a couple home runs.
Yep.
They did take that initial 2 at the beginning away. It was only 1.
Well, they scored 3 later on, so I'll have to watch the replay, but.
But yeah, so I don't know who's all here at the moment, but if anyone has anything, either hop in the chat or hop in the link and come yell at us or laugh with us or cry with us.
I'm not going to leave, but I'm going to step down below and finish scarfing, and if I come back, I come back.
All right, yeah, we can vibe for a couple more minutes. See what we got going on.
Let's see what's up.
What up?
Hey, if whoever's still in here, thank you guys for stopping in and checking us out tonight. Hang out with the girls for a little bit, as long as they continue, and I will see you guys
Thursday. He's got to eat his sandwich.
It looked like pizza.
Oh, it is pizza. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can literally see him underneath of the stream eating his pizza. I don't know if you can or not. Cause...
I can. That's funny. Oh, man.
Dude, my headphones are making a weird noise. These things. It's like... I see my brother, too. Him's eating, too. But, yeah, I'm actually real jacked that we're going to open some of these things tonight.
I'm pretty excited, yeah.
This one will probably be done as a short, just because it's this one pack, and we'll give a shout out to Amanda and Philip for that one on the video. But I'm, this are our only for sure 2021 cards other than our 10s, and so I'm pretty jacked to open these opening day cards. We got 2 packs of them?
Yeah, we got 2 of those.
Yeah, two packs of these.
Pretty much, yeah.
And those I'm excited for. I mean, I'm obviously excited for our number 310 out of the 6. but I'm also really excited for these boys because I have no idea what's in here.
I'm so excited for those, and I watch videos, and I know you watch videos of people opening like that specific box, and
You literally have
You
no
don't
idea
know.
what's in them.
like you're gonna get like 2 packs of like college cards or specific
Baseball
college
cards.
baseball card. Like you'll get like a football, baseball, basketball card. Like you don't know what you're gonna get, and I feel like that's why I really like that.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging, Colin. We will see you on Thursday. Don't get in a fight with anybody.
See you, Colin.
But yeah, like it also, fun fact, it says right here, 1 in 4 contain a hit. I
What
don't
does
know
that mean
exactly what
exactly?
that means. I don't know if that's an autograph, if that's like a super sick hollow or a rookie card or a parallel. I have no idea what that means. So,
I watched one video, and it I don't remember who it was, but the guy got a card, and it was like an auto patch and a jersey. So it was like an auto patch jersey card. I think he was a rookie too, so it was like some like crazy card, and he was just like, "Well, never mind." I was talking shit about him, and now I'm like pretty excited.
yeah, dude. So like, we don't know what's in there. It doesn't really give you much to work with. There are 0 odds on this box because you don't know what's inside of it. And it's just called Football's Collector's Edge. It just says look for randomly inserted cards, packs, parallels, autographs, and more. 1 in 4 contain a hit. There's literally nothing on this box that gives you any indication. Like, it doesn't hint you anywhere. So, yeah, it's just insane.
And when it says random, like I watched a couple of these guys open these.
I saw like a Notre Dame pack of just like a small pack of just Notre Dame players from like the last 50 years.
Yeah, like they're just like there's like 2 small packs in there. They could be college packs. They could be specific to a certain sport or whatever. I'm pretty sure that both of those are just college packs because the 2 or 3 videos I watched they were, but the rest of the cards weren't even. They're not like a pack or anything. They're just
in the box.
They're literally randomly inserted.
Yeah, it's just like they grabbed from like 8 different decks a couple cards and just put them, stacked them on top of each other, sat them in this box, shipped it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about that. And the fact that this came in the mail way sooner than I anticipated. I am hunting for this Kyler Murray rookie autograph card. I want it. Like, I want it more than anything. And these packs have found a lot of them. Plus, we ordered a couple other 2019 packs that should be here soon. But this one obviously has my boy on it. So I feel like
there's a connection.
Some good luck.
Some good luck.
I don't know. I'm ready. I'm really and our Series 110, I'm hoping we pull something sick. If you haven't seen the video for what we pulled in the last 10, you should go check it out because that was freaking awesome. I was just about to tell you everything that was in it. But, that pack was way better than our first 10 we pulled. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy about that. Even if it's not worth anything, I don't know yet. Those were really awesome.
I was going to say, we never really looked up the value of it that night.
No, yeah, so I have no idea. We could be sitting on $1,000 card or a card worth 50 cents. I don't know.
I'm excited though. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, definitely go watch it.
You can see my reaction too, because I was really excited to talk about the card on top of it. And then I flip it over to show the back, and I'm just like, yeah, so go check that out. I'll drop a link here real quick for it, but it was pretty sweet. I think I did drop a link up here for. Actually, I'm not going to drop a link because. So Amanda's going to come hang out, but so I did drop a playlist. It's either this one or this one because one of them is the Indiana University basketball series. Dad is running himself. And the other one is all of our card videos. There's only 2 right now. There should be another one out tomorrow. So yeah, if you have not check those out. I do not know why this keeps happening to me. Let me do some. It works sometimes, and sometimes it makes it worse. But I'm gonna just do this real quick. There we go.
Did you flip yourself?
No.
Oh, it's just zoomed out a little more.
Oh, I switched from 360 to 480 and 480 to 360. One of them zooms in really close. But that's the easiest way. I don't know if Dad knows this. I think he does.
I think he told you that the other day.
Yeah, the easiest way is to literally just flip the number of what it looks like, and it'll just take you off and take you back on into the right one. Oh, well, here is Amanda. What is up?
Okay, I can't hear anything. Come on, man.
Can you hear me?
You there? Hello?
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 Hello? I know you can hear me
can't
now.
hear anything.
Oh, maybe not.
So
Oh.
she said never mind.
She said, oop. But, yeah, I might take a nap and then we'll open packs. I haven't decided yet. This migraine's freaking rough.
I'm hungry.
I'm all hungry too, but I've had this migraine for like 3 days now. So I'm trying to think of what we were talking about before you got done testing our water heater today. I was going to ask you what you thought about it, but I'm not sure yet. What up?
Flip.
Can you hear us?
I can.
Because I was making some dumb noises, and I was like, and she smiled, and I was like, yeah, she definitely can hear us. And then she goes, I can't hear you guys. Boop. And I was like, oh, well, maybe she couldn't hear us. I really thought she could. What's going on?
She's experiencing some technical difficulties.
I can relate.
Yep.
As soon as your name popped up, my screen just froze. So I was like, of course.
For some reason, her webcam is not working. So don't know what's going on with there.
I was going to say she also can use her phone if she clicks the link.
She was trying to use her phone, but she couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because her screen was long ways.
So I guess she's going to try her laptop.
Well, we'll be here. She's got time.
Kitty.
Loof. I hear them purrs.
You have a good kitty voice.
So, Philip, what do you think about week 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the NFL schedule? We all know what week 1 is, and I already know what your opinion of week 1 is. Of our teams.
Yeah.
But other than that,
the only thing I gotta say about week 1 is I don't care if we lose, just so long as not like.
I don't want to.
7.
Oh, it can't be as bad as last year's week 1.
Well, don't say that.
I mean, now that I said that, I hope so. But at the same time, I don't want it to be. I want this to be a very fair game for more than one reason. Because either team could win week 1 and then not win another game for a couple weeks, and so it could happen to either of them. And I don't want the Chiefs to blow out the Browns and then the Browns not win for 3 or 4 more games, and then it'd be like, well, you beat the Browns and they can't do anything, or vice versa. To lose to the Browns and then the Browns lose a bunch of games, and so it's like, oh, you lost to a shitty team. So there's no win-win. I want this to be a fair game,
right?
All the way across the board.
Fair, like first few games even.
Looks like first 4 weeks we have Chiefs, Texans, Bears, and Vikings.
Well, at least you know for a fact that you're going to win one game. For a fact.
I see at least 2 games.
I see at least 2, but you should know for a fact that week 2 is going to be probably one of your easiest weeks. unless something crazy happens. As of right this second,
Yeah.
they have not even started, deciding on who's going to play quarterback for them yet. So
No, they won't even talk about it. Yeah, they won't even talk about who's playing quarterback for the Texans.
So everybody who plays the Texans in the first 5 weeks should have a sigh of relief that they have at least one easy game.
Well, we'll have to see what happens week 1 before I get too excited. But
Exactly.
I mean, fair.
so it looks like we only have one preseason game.
What?
What? There's 3.
I'm only seeing one.
Because I know the Chiefs or the Bengals play Washington and Tampa Bay. Cleveland Browns.
Because the only thing I got is Falcons for preseason.
Hang on, let me see what I got.
Super weird if they do only have
Okay,
one.
it literally is only showing them one.
Did they only have one preseason game? Because that's not something I've heard anyone talk about. Did they only have one preseason game?
Let me click on this website and see what we get.
I just did a Google.
Hey,
Just hear us.
preseason number 1 is
Oh, wait.
The Browns at the
We're
Jags.
expanding. It's mitosis.
preseason 2 is
Wait.
the Giants at the Browns.
There we go.
Mitosis is happening.
And preseason 3 is the Browns at the Falcons.
So we got. What were the first 2 again?
Jacksonville and the Giants.
Jacksonville, the Giants, and yeah.
Okay.
The Falcons. I see it now.
That's so weird that it didn't pop up right away, though.
Okay, I'm going to go back to what I was doing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Our mitosis went in reverse. It was just like Amanda popped up, and then it just went expanded wide because I didn't know Dad popped up. I was on another tab, and I just turned around, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. I don't know what the heck is going on with my freaking camera. Like, it's not wanting to connect or nothing. So.
That's super strange because it worked fine like last time you guys were on.
Right. So, I mean, like, my mic is working, but not my webcam. So.
So, the Patriots just signed veteran quarterback Brian Hoyer to a 1-year deal. I don't think that's really relevant, but it just happened. So, breaking news.
Retire? Because didn't he get drafted by them?
I don't know
think
about
so.
drafted, but he did play for them once.
I know he played for them.
He filled
So,
in a couple games for Brady when he was suspended.
Yeah,
I thought.
that's right.
Let's see.
He did all right. I think he won his games, and then he led the Patriots, and then he did not do so well.
Maybe they just signed him in case Cam gets hurt and before Mac's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. Well, they draft. Who did they draft?
Jarrett Stidham.
No, was it
They,
Stidham?
they didn't
Stidham.
draft Stidham.
I thought
year?
like a couple. No, not this year. They drafted Mac Jones this year.
Yeah, I was talking about this year. Like Jarrett Stidham wasn't even.
No. I just meant in general, like quarterbacks they drafted.
I don't know if y'all follow like MMA or boxing or anything like that, but Tyson Fury has to fight Deontay Wilder.
I know that if Colin was still in here and he just left like 10 minutes ago, he knows all of those people and he talks about them. But all I know is Jake Paul or
and-
Logan Paul is fighting Mayweather. That's all I know. I told him I'd keep up, so I had something to talk to him about, but I have yet to do so.
Gotcha. Oh, that's only in the 4th inning. There's plenty of time for the Twins to come back and not kill my. Oh, just kidding.
Speaking of baseball, Alex, Looks like the Reds
Dude,
are
I
ahead
laughed
of the
so
Cubs.
hard when when I was just like, I was like trying to figure it out, and it just said LOL, and I was like, all I know is it's pointing at the Cubs, and the Cubs suck, so that's awesome.
Well, I was pointing at the Cubs because like I was like,
Fuck the
suck it,
Cubs.
Mark. And
Yeah,
then,
Mark was like, yeah, it's the beginning of the season, but it's been like 3-4 weeks since he said that, you know, and so
40 games in.
right, and so like
Well,
it's
some
still
teams
we're
are
still
40
ahead of them.
games in.
Well, yeah, we some teams had COVID and
Yeah.
stuff.
The Mets.
The Reds.
The Mets.
And you guys are still ahead in your division.
That said one of you guys are echoing.
I think it's Amanda.
It's Amanda because she doesn't have headphones in.
Ah, that makes sense. He's typing some more. I can just see him reaching over. Mute YouTube. Oh. Yeah. I upgraded by downgrading to some cheap like $5 headphones at Walmart just because mine were so big.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm about to like drop a like fucking.
I actually got monitor earphones in.
You got monitor earphones? What is that? Oh, like the ones that go inside your ear?
No, they're studio headphones.
No. I mean, I just meant like they make those ones that have the over the head for
And
noise
then they go
cancellation,
in.
but they also go in like these do.
Oh,
And so I thought that's what you meant.
These aren't like that, no. But they came with a 1/4-inch plug-in.
Hell yeah.
Instead of a 8.
Yeah, mine, the ones that Shelby has, which I just ordered her the same ones as mine. They have like the amp slot too, that you can plug into like a guitar amp and stuff. And then it has like the normal plug-in as well, on one on each side. Yep, that.
There we go. That's better. It's got a little thing. You screw it in on some. There we go. Actually, I got 2 of these. Well, 3 of them. I got one hidden around here somewhere.
Yeah, I got mine for my electronic drum set.
Oh, yeah, because they have a monitor input.
Yeah.
So apparently Baffert is not only banned from entering horses at Belmont, but he's banned from 2 other tracks, or actually any track in New York right now.
Well, all I really have to say is like, don't do dumb shit, man.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, right. Like, just
I think they knew what they were doing when they put the ointment or whatever it was on Medina Spirit, but you know.
they peed in its hay.
No, they're saying there was an ointment that was like a pain relieving ointment or some shit that was put on.
So we read an article where they claimed that what happened is the handler was taking a lot of cold medicine, and then he peed on his hay.
He peed on the horse's hay, and the horse ate it. Yeah, that's the only thing I actually read about it. And I thought that was so funny. So
That's so funny. It's stupid. And we have a smushy appearance.
Someone's got a dirty diaper.
Of course, that's got to go on a live stream.
poopy
Because-
butt.
It's on the internet now forever, kid.
Well, I mean, he's already on TikTok, so speaking of,
TikTok on the
how many-
clock.
how many views does that little video have now? The last time I checked, it only had 175 views. Dang, we're at 177 and 4 likes.
Kitty.
Hi, bro.
Where is our cat?
Oh, he's put up because he was being unruly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put him up because I put this whole barrier up so that he couldn't come back here and mess with the dogs while they were eating. and he knocked it all down and came back here anyway. And so,
Silly kitty.
fine. I was like, fine. You can go to bed, kitty.
Go bed, kitty. I love it.
Because I was going to leave him out so he could hang out with you, but he wouldn't chill out for 5 minutes while you were showering.
Kitty. Bad.
Him's a nightmare.
Aren't all kitties?
I actually have the cards we opened right here. I did not realize they were in here, but already. Like, the wink.
Nice.
That's my freaking boy. But
Let's see.
I have a handful of, some of them are not in here, but we have a handful of I'll just pull out a Mets one to show you. So it's not just a random player, but Rockies,
wow.
Rangers, Rays, Braves, Padres, Orioles, Giants, Blue Jays. Where's a one Mets card? I know there's some Mets cards in here.
Didn't you say you got DeGrom?
I don't think it's in this pack, but we got a DeGrom. But we have so this style of card also.
Oh, nice.
And then so it's like more of like a cardboard style, old
that's
school
cool.
looking. Yeah, so we'll have some
when-
of these ready to throw into our giveaway
Nice.
very soon.
When Philip is done changing the smush, I will get my baseball cards to show you. As I'm pretty sure.
Where are they at?
They're on this bookshelf right over here. Because I'm pretty sure they're all of them, or most of them, are actually signed by the players. Nice.
So we got a couple cool ones out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't really too sure how these heritage cards would turn out because we didn't know anything about them, but some of them are all right.
Yeah, we actually got a couple pretty decent ones out of those heritage packs.
Yeah, better than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
I mean, we'll probably give the Astros cards out for free because no one wants them, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you blame people?
No, we don't want them. That's why we're going to give them away.
That's funny.
yeah, I'll just throw them in there as like a bonus, not spoken addition to the giveaways, and I'll just get rid of them like that. There's surprisingly not a lot of Astros cards in these packs, which I know I said surprising, but these are totally random. So yeah, I just expected to maybe pull a couple more than we did.
Apparently, the Braves lost a player because he broke his hand on a bench.
Ow.
I'm gonna have to read that just because.
Is that the dude that took out the water cooler?
No.
Did you say he broke his hand on a water cooler?
So apparently, this happened when the Braves were playing Milwaukee.
Brewers.
I love that so much.
Just ears.
It's fantastic. And a head.
So it was one of their starting pitchers. He punched the dugout bench because he had a poor start, and he fractured his hand.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Literally, you played yourself.
Philip, you put Pikachu in your chair?
No, dude, he walked over there himself. I saw him.
Okay, we have Pokemon invading the live stream now. I love it. I am here for it. Let's see. What other cool news? what do you guys think about Albert Pujols going from the Angels to the Dodgers?
I am still a little screwed up about this because I just can't understand what. Like, I understand Pujols wanting to go there, but I can't understand the Dodgers wanting him.
Right. That's the kind of the same page that I was on because, like, he's not.
He's not what he used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. He's like in his late 30s or something like that. I have no idea where Philip went because hey, tiny one.
He's in the cabinet. I see him.
Oh, hey, Philip, that or never mind. I'll get him.
Ooh.
Just gonna have you grab the baseball cards.
I'm getting him set up.
So, how's it going?
Okay, that's
It's going.
Yeah.
Pikachu!
Hello!
Pikachu! You're a thunderbolt!
my dad would play me like that.
Pikachu, happy
No, my dad
birthday!
took all the signed ones.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Pikachu!
I hope you had a great day! Happy birthday! Oh, he's so happy!
This
Yes,
is happy
birthday.
birthday!
Happy birthday, bro!
So my dad played me. We had a bunch of duplicates of these, and he straight up kept all the signed ones.
Oh,
That hurts.
Pikachu, I hope your birthday's as electrifying as you are.
He
So
did. He got a bottle of ketchup for his birthday.
Sounds like a good day.
So all of these are from 1994.
It's pretty sick.
Let's see. Who all do I have? Got Sparky Lyle.
Yes. He's just
Trying to see if we have any Cincinnati players. Oh, we got Tug McGraw.
I was gonna say if you have Johnny
Nice.
Bench, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You're not getting my baseball cards. Paul Blair.
Paul
Don't-
Blair, dude.
He played for Baltimore, Cincinnati, and the Yankees.
Go
Two-time
Yankees.
All-Star. Gold Glove, 67, 69 to 75. Not bad stats. So he was an 8-time Gold Glover, 2-time All-Star.
Oh, I have a picture of Bryce Harper. That's all I got.
Let's
I
see.
got a football.
Ew.
I have a water bottle that does not have water in it.
Oh, Shelby, that's depressing.
It's Propel.
Acuna.
I don't know that Acuna is much better than Harper, being a Mets fan and all.
Dude,
But-
I mean, I like Acuna. He can hit him
Dude,
pretty
he's
far.
talented. I will give him this. The kid is freaking talented.
I want to see him hit the moon. I know he's aiming up there.
Let's see. We got another Cincinnati player, Doug Flynn.
Okay. I
He
remember
played from 75 to 85. Only had one Gold Glove, and that was in 1980.
Yeah.
He was part of the 75 to 76 world champion Big Red Machine.
Yeah.
As was Pete Rose.
He was one of 4 promising Cincinnati players who the Mets traded Tom Seaver for in 1977.
I got a Brandon Nemo.
Brandon Nimmo?
Nimmo. I'm really bad at baseball names.
Bro, that card is sick.
I like Nemo better as a.
I like Nemo.
Nemo.
Because then we could just call him Captain.
Captain Nemo.
Oh my god.
Hang on. Garrett
Easily the
Cole.
most badass and extraordinary defendant.
True.
Hey, the Mets are up on the Braves. 1-0. Here we go.
Hang
Sorry,
on. I'm
Tori.
trying-
Uh,
Baby.
Bear.
Hey, this is right next to me by my feet in a little chair, and I did that to him, and he's got a little binky. Oh, he did it back. And
You gotta.
Someone's echoing real bad right now, and it's like almost staticky.
If you could.
I hope it's not me.
who's that one, Alex? I can't read the name.
Andres Jimenez. Shortstop, second baseman. This is
Okay.
rookie card.
Jimenez. Nice.
Jimenez. Was trying to.
Must
I
go
thought
up.
we had. I thought I had the Jacob DeGrom one in here, but I cannot find it.
No,
So it must be in the ones in the living room.
we have
Cincinnati's
some in
about to
here?
blow this parlay for me.
You should know better than to bet on Cincinnati.
Oh, come on. They were doing good. They were on a hot streak. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but they literally just can't hit against San Francisco.
I should have paid more attention to who they were playing.
It's like they're on and then they're off.
It's like they
Yeah.
literally just have a switch. But Tyler Naquin just hit a home run, so that's exciting. They're in the bottom of the 8th, and that's when they've been rallying these last couple days.
Yeah, well, I need them to rally more because I'm trying to keep this ridiculous parlay alive.
Stephen Matz.
Yeah, he's no longer with the Mets. He is with the Blue Jays now.
Yep.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Looks like Suarez is at bat.
Jacob DeGrom. He's one of those insert cards.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
So here's what I'm seeing from the Reds game. They had the same amount of hits, but only 2 runs.
Yep, but they've also got 2 errors.
Yeah,
it's 'cause I think they gave up-
Zone.
They gave up 2 home runs, I think. Oh, Suarez just hit a home run right after Naquin, dude. Ooh. It's 3-6. Bottom of the 8th. It's time to rally.
How many outs?
1 out.
I was like, I don't know. I'm just getting the notifications per
I've got-
score.
I've got the live game cast up right now, so
I need to
Alright,
get
here-
that MLB, whatever it is, every time it switches games whenever someone's in a scoring position, kind of like the NFL red zone thing. I need to
Yeah.
get that.
I think it's called dugout, isn't it?
Something like that. I was watching it at work the other day when I was sitting down in the smoke room. I didn't realize it was doing that, and I was just watching the Royals game, and I was like, hell yeah, the Royals game's on. And then, in a split second, it just switched to another game, and I was like, oh, what? But then I realized it was same thing like that. I like the red zone one, especially if you can't watch every game. You get to watch every time someone is close to scoring, at least.
right.
Right.
What's nice about Red Zone too is that you got a bunch of games that you don't really care about. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna pass the time. It's like 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And you have 4 people playing. Okay, that's a little dramatic.
Philip,
I get
you're
it, man.
echoing really bad.
I don't know why. It's turned down.
More than
I don't-
likely, it's because the sensitivity on Amanda's mic
Or your mic, one of
or
the
your
two.
own. One of you.
I don't hear the echo, so I don't know who it is.
I don't hear it as bad anymore.
Yeah, I turned mine down to about a third on the gain.
Well, you sounded still crystal clear just now.
I'll turn out a little more. How's
We
that?
don't
No,
have-
that's good. That's a lot better.
Alex, I'm not finding DeGrom in here. DeGrom. 4.
And Farmer just lined out, so bottom of the 8th, 2 out.
I have a random fact for you today.
Whoa.
What is it?
Did you guys know there are 44 Scooby-Doo movies?
What?
Or what'd you say?
44 Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh,
No
I
way.
didn't realize. I knew like the 2 live action for sure, because those are like up there in my favorite movies. And I know like I'd say maybe 10 animated ones, but 44?
Mm-hmm. They just keep making more of them too.
I haven't watched any of the new ones.
I've watched a couple.
I think Scooby-Doo's been out since like the 60s.
Yeah. But I didn't realize there were that many movies. What was he doing?
He had my controller, and then he decided he wanted.
Hang on, let me
Nice.
put you on solo so I can see.
We don't have here, do this one first.
Wait, that's the same one I have over here.
Yeah, that's Jimenez.
Yeah. Then David Peterson.
Oh man, I swear
don't-
we had one.
I thought we did, but I'm not finding it in here.
Let's me dive back in. I swear, now I feel crazy because I
Oh.
remember it.
No, I remember you telling me about it. I think you told me about it at work.
I know I definitely said something. Juan Soto, Cody, Sox, Cubs, World Series, Rangers, World Series, Blue Jays, Cleveland, Yankees, Dodgers, Mets. I just showed you that one.
And we have a pitching change in the San Fran game.
Well, I wonder like why they decided, unless it's their starter, which I doubt it.
No, in the 8th. No, they bring in a reliever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mean, he did hit. I guess he did give up 2 home runs, so.
Yeah, back to back. Well,
And Kyle got it hit. They just caught it.
yeah, he lined out, so that made the second out. That should mean that Barnhart is coming up.
Tuck, big dick Tuck.
I didn't know Nick Foles played baseball.
Big Dick Nick.
Not Big Dick Nick, Big Dick Tuck, bro.
Okay.
It'd be funny if he was also a pastor.
Philip, you make no sense sometimes.
No, it's because Nick Foles wants to be a missionary.
Okay.
When he's done,
Well, I got this guy too.
Yes,
Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah.
That's
We
a boy.
traded him to Cleveland.
Well, I have him in a Mets uniform. My dad's screen is still up down here, but I don't know where he's at. He's not sitting in the chair. He's gone. He's been gone for a while.
He's editing.
He's probably like sleeping.
No.
I don't know. I called him earlier and said, "Hey, we're supposed to stream at 5. It's 4:42. Where are you?" And he said, "Oh, I'm sleeping."
I'm
I was like, "Oh, okay." Hey, where's that second pack of the Heritage? I don't think they're both in this box.
They must still be in the other bedroom then.
No, we didn't leave any cards in there. They might be in here because this is quite a few.
I was gonna say they should both. Yeah, that's both packs.
So, like, where are you guys getting the cards from and everything? You just like getting them off Amazon, or?
So this specific tin, just because there's 6 players total printed on these tins, we are trying to get all 6 of them. We ordered this one from Amazon. We got 2 of them from Walmart, and so we're kind of just like checking all the stores that might have them for the most part.
Ooh, they walked Moose. So you got Moose on first base, 2 out.
Fucking walked
What's on second?
They walked him to get to India because India is 0 for 3 on the day.
Oh,
I hope he
India!
fucking cranks it, dude.
I hope he cranks it so far, man.
Ball one.
They'll probably walk him too.
They'll probably walk him too, honestly.
Let's see.
Go ahead, walk 3 of them.
Yeah, go ahead and just walk him right in, man. Help him out.
Uh,
Save him the breath.
Counts 1-1. I'll give y'all play-by-play.
Royals, Rays, Cubs, Dodgers, Phillies, Tigers, Astros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Padres, Nationals, Orioles, Giants, Phillies, Blue Jays, Brewers, Orioles, Yankees, flashbacks, boyhood. Wait.
Ball two.
Flashbacks.
Oh, so I'll go ahead and show you. I'll show you this one just because I like Kansas City. But so it's like a boyhood photos of the stars, and it has them as kids.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we also have the flashback one that actually says flashbacks on it. Is like, I think it's a movie. I'm not sure.
Mhm. It is.
So yeah, it's just like a random
It has, like-
insert.
Yeah, they have like random news events and stuff like that. Like, I think on one of those there was a dude that like won the
Full
chess
count.
championship or something like that. It was pretty cool. Also, Alex, I just want to let you know before you see it, Hotel Transylvania 4 comes out July 23rd.
What?
Oh,
What?
Yes.
All right, we also got this one, Miguel Castro.
I think you showed her
nice.
that one earlier.
Look at that
Oh,
here.
I don't know. I was just going through all of these cards again because it might. I said it was an insert, but it might just be
I couldn't.
a
Yeah.
heritage card because they look the same to me.
I couldn't find it anywhere in this box or in this tin.
I feel like a liar.
No, Alex, I'm pretty sure like you told me about it.
I swear I did. Now I literally. Here's another one, Philip.
Maybe we took a
It's
look
like
for it now.
It's just like random stuff they have in here. Astros, Red Sox, Braves, Josh Bell, and Arenado. Oh, here's that chess championship one too.
Yeah, that's us. I like that one.
Foul ball. Still full count.
Damn.
Makes me nervous just because he's a rookie. I'm not saying he's bad, but rookies get nervous a lot. I'm surprised he hasn't got hit by a pitch today.
He's pretty good at that.
Ground ball.
Damn.
That's gonna get out.
Yep.
Damn.
It's okay. Okay, they still got an inning, and they're only down 3 now. You never know. One, the Reds love extra innings for some reason. And 2,
They just
You know,
don't
they-
stop playing.
they don't ever want to stop. They were playing at like 1 a.m. the other day.
Yeah.
See, that's the strategy. It's like you tire them out and then you win.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's fair. So my dad just popped in for a minute and then he like left. I like watched him. Now I just see the dog.
I feel like now you're just watching security footage.
I do feel that way. I wonder if I can share my screen of this screen so you can like see what I see. Share screen. Okay. Window? Yeah. All right. You get full screen. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going or not.
Shark.
Shark.
There we go.
Brucey.
But okay, so anyway, it's right here.
Oh my goodness.
He's just vibing.
What? It's like Inception.
Ah,
Look at Hey,
You're breaking the internet.
I am
Holy
breaking the
shit.
internet.
why is it like that?
Because I
That
just
just made
shared the
my
screen
head
of the
hurt.
screen. Same. But yeah, he's just hiding. I don't know where he's at. He just comes and goes every once in a while, and he sits down, looks up at the camera, and it's like, and then he'll walk away. And I'm like, what's he doing?
Chickens.
I gotta
Checking to
add
see
him.
if we're still on.
There's no one there.
Just leave it up.
see if he comes back through and notice. Because he does. He'll walk up, he'll walk past, and then he'll go. And then walk away.
You should text your dad like, "Hey, your stuff's still running."
No, he doesn't care. Maybe if we I'll message my brother and see if he'll just walk in there and he'll just start vibing.
Or if you text your dad like, "Hey, that's a nice
Dog.
Puppy dog.
Go
that's a
door.
nice hutch you got there." It's a family show.
Oh.
Oh, we got caught.
So not only did you really share your screen, but you went ahead and shared it anyway too.
Yeah.
He got incepted on a phone.
I don't know if we can go much deeper in that.
Damn. That was fun for a second.
Right.
I didn't know he was listening.
It's like Felix is up and he's a red hot pepper.
Oh,
it's right in the
snap.
picture.
The Mets have bases loaded, top of the seventh. And I think they're trying to figure out who the hell to put in for the Braves.
5 teams out, 5 teams in. Oh, did you guys hear about the thing that Dan Campbell said about having the Lions practices?
No, what'd he say about it?
He said he's going to bring a real tiger or a real lion.
Yep.
On a big ass chain. That's his quote. He said a real lion on a big ass chain to practice.
That's illegal.
Is it
No.
though?
Yeah, he's going to talk to the team owners and stuff about it.
You have to. Okay, technically, yes, it actually is illegal to own or to do anything like that if you don't have like the proper permits and.
Well, I mean, I don't know what this guy
I'm
has.
sure they're not stupid enough to just go out and do it without proper permits if they're going to be, you
Yeah,
know,
they said that with a big ass chain,
full-fledged
so they're
NFL team.
gonna lock that boy up.
Yeah,
But the fact that he was just like, yeah, I want to bring a tiger to my practice. Like, what are you trying to do? Scare the shit out of him?
Could you imagine like walking up into practice, like full-fledged tiger just sitting right there in front of you? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, don't mind him. He's Tony. He's just vibing.
Or, yeah, tiger, lion, whatever the fuck it is, buffalo, bear,
a
I don't
giant
know.
kitty.
Anything.
Yeah. I don't trust myself around giant animals like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I have to pet it.
Eric, I see you.
I gave him a popsicle stick.
I see that.
I figure it's okay for him to chew on that.
It might splinter, but it's fine probably.
Well, I'm watching him, so he's not really a fighter. He's just putting his mouth and then,
Right.
really tap his teeth.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Yeah, it's definitely Amanda's mic. Because I just muted hers and I don't hear it at all. What's up, bro?
Hi, buddy.
Hello, Fran.
Hi, friend. How are you today?
Hi there.
We had a bath
I
today.
did.
So
I had a bath today too.
Me 3.
did,
Very happy.
I had to scrub his head with shampoo.
Put a little conditioner in there.
We don't actually have any conditioner for him, but we do have like detangling spray. I'll use it on him.
Get some baby conditioner. Just
Yeah, we'll have to get some because
those curls.
yeah, well he'll lay when he lays down, like this part of his hair gets all like what you saw yesterday.
Yeah.
It gets all
It's just like
poofy. Yeah.
Hey, guy. Hello, friend.
Not your friend, guy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your guy, friend.
I'm not your friend, pal.
I'm not your pal, sir.
Buddy.
Buddy.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. It goes in some variation of that. He said, hey, guy. Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
If you don't play with the box, take it from me. Oh Jesus, Shelby.
Just right in your face.
Not your guy, pal. I'm glad he's making his presence known now.
Right?
Wait,
Not just like
wait. Hello? Hello?
he's like, what?
What?
That's funny.
What?
Now you come back here, boy.
He was just standing there and you just
I exposed his ass.
standing there, hands in the pockets. Immediately, just
Hello?
He's a good
I
boy.
see dog butt. I see a dog butt.
Earthquake. Okay, looks like Reds have two. Well, not Reds. But
oh,
yeah,
look at
opposing
him.
team, the Giants have 2 outs.
What a cute boy.
Bases are empty.
Bases
Empty.
are empty.
This bitch
Oh
empty.
no, base 1 is empty.
Oh, just one.
Base 2 has Dubon on it. Whoever the hell that is.
Dubon.
I'm guessing it's Matt Dubon. I don't know.
Horse. He said hello.
He's
We
at
got-
shake,
we got
shake.
Posey up the bat. He's 0 for 4 today.
Good. He can go 0 for 5 for all I care.
Our pitcher, he's .02 IP. I don't know what that means.
Mine's showing
Okay.
.01, but it's not refreshed in a minute, so.
He's only got 14 pitches, so he's got another strike though.
Yeet.
2 strikes.
Meat.
Oh, it was a foul ball, but yeah, that was a strike.
It counts.
Yep.
And
And it's
Wayne.
gone.
Well,
2 out.
That's way outside. Oh my goodness. That's just crazy to me. 80-mile-per-hour slider.
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Dad said Thor is galloping through the house. Oh, we heard.
He was excited.
So Dubon just stole third.
Well, if he can,
Devon
if he can strike this guy out, it's not gonna matter.
True.
Dubon to third on the wild pitch.
No, that's what. Yeah.
Up and it's out.
Yeah.
He hit the ball up and it went basically to the pitching mound and he caught it.
Yeah.
So Giants defense is up. If they're gonna win it, this is the time to do it.
At least tie it. Get them to extra innings.
Yeah, tire them out.
Yeah.
Wait a
Long
minute.
game. Feliz is looking good.
What?
Play by play.
Please look
What?
good.
We're talking the Reds game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you looked at me because I've got a bowl of ice cream.
Wow, it looks more like a Sunday from here, which is awesome.
Well, I mean.
Oh. Hello.
Does look like a Sunday.
Hey,
Hello.
want some strawberries from that?
No.
Sorry, I asked.
She said, "Fuck them strawberries."
Book them kids.
I'm not gonna lie. The size of the strawberry, actually, I have two in this pack. Were like that big.
That's a
It
too
was like,
big strawberry.
It was like 3 strawberries big.
Bro, they were colossal.
Is it back to Dad's comment right here. Isn't Feliz the guy they just picked up like yesterday or today?
I think yesterday.
so.
Yeah.
Because him and I were talking about that pickup earlier. Because they posted it on Twitter about 4 hours ago. So I think it was today.
What's his name?
Feliz. I don't know what his first name is. It starts with an M.
Yeah, I got it. Come on, really?
Michael Feliz.
Yeah. Tyler Stevenson on deck with Winker and Senzel right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he said yes. So I thought it was him. I don't know why it just clicked. He said Feliz looked good. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Feliz did look good. And I was like, oh, wait a second. He's new. He's been a
Feliz
Red
was
for
sent off
like...
waivers on May 14th.
Oh, well, they posted it today, a couple hours before the game, or right before the game. But, like, I don't know. It's like, wow, you've been a Red for 5 minutes.
You're already killing it.
It's better than most of our back bullpen.
Yeah.
His, statistics are, I guess, okay. He has a win-loss record 17-9. Earned run average of
5.11 and 309 strikeouts.
Right. It's not bad.
Damn.
Snackies for this. Oh yeah, you're snacking it up for this.
He goes,
Me too.
Me 3.
I'm gonna need some dinner here soon.
He went to go take a bite, and he like, and then like it broke in half, still stuck in his mouth.
yeah, Philip, that parlay that I put together is dead.
You know, this is like a 14-game parlay.
15.
Good Lord.
Dude, I don't trust nobody that much.
What was that 13-team parlay you had that football season last year?
It wasn't 13.
Oh.
It was 6. It was all 6 wild card games.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I thought it was more than that.
That was the only parlay I've ever hit.
No, it was Lisa's husband who had a 13.
All of them but the game that the Bengals beat Pittsburgh. That's what crushed her husband's 13-game parlay. That was the only game she lost, or he lost.
The one time you bet against the Bengals.
Yeah, and it was freaking Ryan Finley, dude.
I love the memes that came from that. When he was on the ground smiling, he was like, it was a very dirty mouth, you know, like orbits type thing. Goodness.
I'm so sorry. I didn't have time to mute my mic.
You need to come over there and pick the brains off the floor.
Yeah, I might need someone to do that, yeah. Allergies right now, man.
I'll get the funnel.
Yeah. Just funneling back through my ear.
Yep.
Like opposite.
Ooh,
shot
we've got some
pattern.
hockey games that are live. Okay.
An elephant. Oh, that's
Well,
Kitty.
Hi, Winter. I don't know if
Oops,
you guys
listen.
can hear her meowing.
Yeah.
I thought it was a baby, honestly. If we're gonna be honest here, I just thought it was a baby. It was just making baby noises.
No, he's sitting there chewing on stuff.
Oh, God.
I need the wink to crank a home run.
Yes.
Oh, it was a double play.
Oh, that sucks.
Winker hit it grounded into a double play.
Yep.
That shortstop. He'll get you every time.
Well, especially if they have, well, certain players they put the shift on, others they don't.
Eric, Sammy's gonna play.
He's like, what the hell do you mean? He's like, I don't want to play with the kitty.
We have to leave it to Senzel to not lose the game.
So far, he's got 2 balls.
Yeah, they were like way out there.
And he's got no hits. He's over 40 now. Yeah. You talking?
Yep, we got the little one trying to get in on these conversations.
He's probably smarter than me, honestly.
Probably smarter.
He probably knows. He like knows all the stuff.
He knows all the things.
You know, we haven't had Taco Bell this week.
Senzel's on first base.
Let's go.
Contribution error.
Hey, he reached, so
That's all that matters, right?
exactly. That is all that ever matters is when they reach base. Don't care how you do it, just as long as you do it.
So what does he mean by error? Like,
Maybe they overthrew it, maybe?
Probably a throw in error. Yep. Senzel safe at first on a fielding error by shortstop Crawford, so that means it was a throwing error. He overthrew it.
Who's on deck?
Castellanos.
Nick? Big Dick Nick.
There we go.
Eh,
That's a little right. That sounds better.
it's okay. My statement stands about Tucker, though.
And Alex, now that you mentioned Taco Bell, now I want some.
Dude, we haven't had Taco Bell in a week. We didn't eat Taco Bell for like over a year, and now we eat Taco Bell every week.
We should all go get Taco Bell after this. I'm for real.
For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it showing me an ad?
This is probably it, guys. 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Let's show you an ad.
Dude, come on, Castellanos. Don't.
Oh, he hit it.
If
Is that us? Nope, he's out.
it's out the
That's-
center, that ends the game.
Oh, well, at least I can X off this. All it's doing is show me ads now.
Hey, I know your team lost like buy stuff.
I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, I didn't know what you said either.
Shit.
Oh. I said, like, mocking the ass, like, hey, we know your team just lost. Go ahead and buy our stuff.
True. It was on CBS.
Dude, so in the bottom of the top of the 7th, one of the Braves pitchers like completely beamed one of the Mets players in the face.
Damn.
Probably on purpose.
Also, I just want to show you guys the Marlins City Connect uniforms. I haven't seen any other teams, but like, look how clean those look.
Yo, that's dope.
It kind of looks like the Charlotte ones, but in like that color instead of black.
Yeah, like those are real nice. They're honoring the Cuban Sugar Kings, a former minor league organization with special connection to Cuban Americans in South Florida.
Nice.
That's
Very
pretty cool.
nice. I can get behind that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
for real.
honestly though, Miami has like some of the best uniforms in all of their sports.
Agreed.
They're freaking Miami Vice unis for the Heat. Those are fire.
Yeah, I want a freaking like Jimmy Butler jersey in that or something.
Tyler Hero
Tyler Hero. I knew
My
you were gonna
dog.
say that.
is my boy.
I still want a Gotham jersey just because. I mean, one, the name of the team is freaking New Jersey, New York, Gotham.
Yeah,
Speaks
That's
for
pretty
itself.
sweet. Yeah, it's pretty
it's
sweet.
pretty cool.
And then just the color scheme of their unis, I'm just like, yo, that's fire.
I think I want I don't even know. There's a couple jerseys I want.
Yo, Alex, I was hoping you were working on the. What was it? Saturday. Like, I was hoping to like see you while I was working at the book because I had the women's Louisville game on.
Oh, like the new women's Louisville. I was like, I don't know. For
Mhm.
some reason, my head went somewhere else. But,
Yeah, so I had they were playing one of the KC teams. And I was like,
Yeah, they were
where's Alex?
Sporting KC. Yeah.
Dude,
That's pretty
one of the
sweet. I
KC
didn't-
One of
What?
the KC girls had like a massive like gash in her head or something. Like she was straight bleeding from her head. I was like, this is soccer.
Yeah, true, dude. Like, the women don't play, man.
Nope, we don't fuck around.
But
New
I was
message.
like, I kept looking around my monitor. I was like, where's Alex? I want to talk to her about this. She's gonna freaking love this.
My dad just sent me a TikTok, and you guys have to see it. Wait. Let's get this right. I don't know if I can. Just like a bunch of
I love it.
babies to big cats.
Oh my god, that's so great. I love it.
Dad's just playing around on TikTok now. Now we can talk shit about him because he's not on here.
The alien. The Mets
Yeah.
had bases loaded, bottom of the 7th.
Try and share something that's hilarious, by the
Couldn't
way.
do anything with it.
Internet Explorer. Those are my favorite.
Let's see. Oh, damn. Yeah, the White Sox are like wiping the field with the Twins right now.
The White Sox are low key killing
What?
it right now,
Yeah.
though.
Dude, they're up by 13, and it's only the bottom of the 6th.
I mean, they kicked KC's ass. They kicked Cincinnati's ass. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they're just kicking ass everywhere they go right now.
Now, if we're talking about Chicago teams that are actually good, the White Sox are really good when they want to be.
Fuck the Cubs. And they got their star player out right now, and they're still just kicking everyone's ass.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Fuck the Cubs, bro. Oh my gosh. Dude, it happened again. Well, I mean, not like the last time, but like, check this out. It's just, so this is like the analytics for the last 48 hours of the channel. Here's like most of the last 2 days, and then just now.
That's nutty.
What the? I don't know
That's
what
awesome.
it is. I mean, it would be cool if they were like on our videos, like our actual content,
Right.
but they're just highlight clips. But what the hell?
Like a giant spike in viewership.
Yeah.
Giants? What?
It's
Giant
a giant
spike in
spike
viewership.
in viewership.
What? You all three said it at the same time, or two of you did, and so I still didn't hear you because it was like a split second off. So
Giant
What about
spike in
Viants?
viewership.
Oh, okay, I was talking that time. What'd you say?
Oh my
Giant
god.
spike in viewership.
Giants,
Spike.
Giant
giant,
spike
spike
in
Viewership.
in. Oh, I thought you said Giants. I thought you said Giants, Vikings, something, and I was like, "What? Are we talking about football, or did I miss something?" Like, I was thoroughly confused.
I think Eric's confused too because he keeps.
He said, "Dad, what are you talking about? Giants and Vikings right now?"
He's like,
Give him a cookie or something.
well, I just saw him rub his face. Crotch.
Thought we were gonna go get Taco Bell.
What?
he's sleepy.
I'm ready to open these cards, dude.
Me too.
Do it.
Super, super sick.
Are you talking about those Racing Louisville uniforms I just sent you?
Oh no, I was talking to my dad.
Is there a
You can't see the white, but the black ones have flowers on them. They're light
Yeah.
purple flowers.
It doesn't even look like a uniform, dude. It looks like a sick ass shirt.
Right.
Right?
And
I think
the,
they were trying to remember what I think they were wearing their black unis on Saturday
yeah,
when they were playing.
Yeah, because I feel like I remember. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. I have like, for real.
Squirrel brain.
So I'm taking a look at this White Sox team. They have 16 hits and 14 runs.
They're a nightmare, dude. I don't like playing
They
against
just
them
got
right
another
now.
Home run. So now it's 16-3.
you see the little detail in this? Like the light, like the dark purple.
Oh, I
and
see
the-
it now. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell before. Their uniforms are pretty similar to Lou City's, like actually.
Yeah. And then so their whites have purple shorts with them.
Okay.
They're like a lilac or like lavender.
Does the women's team have like a white and gold also?
Well, they
because-
just have this right now.
I was just curious
And it just
because
has like tiny logos on it.
Yeah.
yeah, because Lou City has like a white and then gold, kind of like the Dallas Mavs jerseys.
Yeah.
But I'm obsessed with their white and gold.
As far as I know, they just have these two right now. They have the fleur-de-lis on the. That's what the little logo is on them. But I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, I want
Them being
to
my
get.
like second
Ooh,
Ooh.
Sam Mewis and Rose Lavelle are coming back to the women's soccer league after being over in Manchester City.
Can't wait
Oh,
till
yeah.
Tobin Heath and Kristen Press get back because Tobin Heath signed for Racing Louisville.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yes. I love Toten Heath.
Yeah, my girls are down in
Let's
Orlando,
see.
so we could just go hang out with them while we're down there, Alex.
I mean,
And then the baby.
probably not. Probably not.
They probably wouldn't want to hang out with us. It's fine.
I want to hang out with Franz, dude. He
Yeah.
grills out every single day. I just want to go grill out at his house. Be like, hey, buddy, I sent you a gift on Pokemon Go. It was a month ago. You haven't opened it.
He never opened my gift, so you're further than I am there.
He opened one gift of mine.
Yeah, he didn't open any of mine.
So it looks like Mewis is going to return to North Carolina Courage, and Lavelle is going to be with OL Reign, who had acquired her rights in a trade with the Washington Spirit last August.
Wait, who?
Rose Lavelle.
Where? I mean,
she's going to OL Reign. Let's see where. All right, little one.
baby.
Sorry, I was recording a snap to my brother of me just zooming into my face, screaming.
Okay,
He just sent me-
So right.
Right?
Yeah, I should have known, but their Seattle Reigns women's team, essentially.
Let's see. Let's see what the soccer schedule looks like. Nothing too big.
My brother's so funny.
What do you do?
Oh, he just sent me a message about Pokemon cards.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Crunch.
Hey, Philip, where were you getting 16 on that Minnesota? White
I
Sox
was
game.
checking who was actually batting.
I was about to say 16. I see 14, and I've refreshed this at least 5 times.
Yeah, that was my bad. It was the Twins that got the double run.
About ready to get off of here.